Yeah, I finally finished this one, and original one, battery life of 36 hours, active use, pretty good, pretty high. Um, New one, 90
That's a lot of hours. Are
with a
they
weight
like not rechargeable or
3
something?
grams.
Are they rechargeable batteries or?
Yeah,
Okay, so I was gonna say, I was like, what the fuck? Uh, I was like,
the crazy
that's
thing.
cool, but like, also, are you
Look at the
are you
glowing
going to be
spinning
not
little
recharging
cogs.
it for
Anyway,
fucking
I
multiple
and
full
folks,
days?
I fudged.
No, that's just it. It's only a 400 milliamp hour battery. It's tiny,
That's really cool.
but because the trackers are so low power, it doesn't matter.
Hi, Box. How are you? Yeah, I just plug all of my VR stuff in after I get off. Uh, so I've
My
never had
goal
anything
is to
die on me.
make a
Hi,
strong,
Austin. How are you?
specifically strong
How was your
set so
Monday?
that when I ship them, they don't just fucking explode.
Are you
But I want
shipping
to make
them
a.
to friends or something?
I plan to. Yes, I
Gotcha.
have enough components here to make if I don't mega fuck up like 4 sets.
That
And
sounds
that's 4 sets
rad.
of 10. If I don't do like a full 10 set, I can make more. So it kind of depends on what people have/want.
I see. I see. Hi, Tony. Hi,
But yeah,
Galaxy.
Hello,
right
hello.
now my struggle is that the batteries that I have, these batteries that I'm charging, the wires that come out of them are just so egregiously thin.
Hmm.
And so they're breaking off underneath the board with movement. Now, on paper, that doesn't really matter because once it's seated, once the lid's closed, these really shouldn't be moving. Like, you shouldn't be messing with them. However, I don't like that it's like 5, 6 up and down pulls, and that metal just snaps like it's not even there.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to think of a better way to fix that. We'll see. My goal is to make it so that I hot glue Velcro on these, and then you can just fucking slap them on anywhere. That's what I want to do.
That does sound like a good way to do it. All right, gamers. I got some notes and stuff. And thinking about things. Hi, Tin. How are you? Does anybody have their own things to say or things they've been thinking about before I get into the things I've been thinking about?
God, if you're listening, stop sending your weakest soldier to your toughest battles.
Hold on. I actually had something like several games ago I wanted to look at and ask a question about. You continue on with what you're doing, and I will remember it by proxy of looking at the people I was fighting.
Okay.
I would like to work on my positioning today. So tell me when I am overextended.
Okay, yeah, I can try and do that. One of the things that I wanted to focus on is trying to just have
I love you, and thank you for joining me on this journey.
Thanks for the support, Shark Loaf. Heart emoji. 19 months. That's crazy. I was going to mention that like we should try and like tighten up our overall, like obviously the early game is the part that we're struggling with right now, right? But I think in general we can try and prioritize things differently. So one of the things I've been thinking about, and this is like up to it is like we've been playing Batrider a lot mid. And I think that's fine. There are other characters I have in mind, but I don't really want to switch you off now that you've gotten like a bunch more practice. So the one thing I will mention is that Batrider is crazy strong at taking stacks. And I want to try and focus on getting you to jungle more, and in general trying to get like whoever's playing support to try and think about making stacks for you. So something that you can do on Bat that I don't really think I've ever seen you do, but is like crazy strong, is ideally, this is something that you're doing after you've pushed out after you've like taken tier 1 mid. Like the ideal state of the game is you're getting a bunch of CS in lane, you win lane, you take your tower, and then I want you to be either doing this on the enemy side of the map or you can do it on your side of the map, it doesn't matter, but I want you to go to somewhere where there are 2 camps next to each other. That's at all camps. If you ever look at a jungle camp, there's always one that's like close by it.
Yeah.
And something that you can be doing is after you've like killed your creep wave and pushed it out past the river, you can go to these camps and ideally sometimes they'll be stacked for you, but even if they aren't, you can attack one and run to the other. And then you can do the thing where you kind of juggle them and have them constantly re-aggro on you so they kind of meet in the middle.
Oh no, I definitely do that.
If you're throwing out a bunch of sticky
the...
napalm and then you use the like flying leave the fire trail ability, you should shred the fuck out of neutral camps like really fast. And if we do that earlier and more, you'll get core items faster, and that will let you get stuff done on the map faster.
Yeah, I definitely do it, but I also definitely do it way late in the game, which is like, that's one of my weaknesses no matter what lane you've put me in so far, is I struggle to identify the game state of this is a time in which it is okay to walk away and go jungle or go grab power rune or go get vision. Like sometimes it's like, oh, you need to kill these 2 creeps and then their creeps will attack faster so you don't have to think about it, now you can go grab it.
Yeah.
And those points it's obvious, but other times it's like, oh no, you need to be going like right now even though the creep wave just landed, and it's like, but why right now?
Another thing
I
that
can never be sure.
I have a couple more notes for mid in general is that if the enemy mid laner is melee, immediately start like clicking on them as soon as lane starts and abuse your understanding of how creep aggro works now to like walk out of creep aggro range or walk up the hill so the creeps can't see you, and then like get your free autos off without pulling creep aggro. That, and I want to put 2 other points. I want to put a greater emphasis on trying to keep the wave on your high ground as often as you possibly can, because that's where you are strong. You can bully them off of the wave, especially because you can just stand on your high ground and constantly be stickying them, and then once you get enough stacks, you can just bully them out. And a part of keeping the wave on your high ground is going to be leveraging creep aggro more to drag waves to the left or to the right, like pull them along the sides of the high ground, like not in the river, but like before they run under your tower, abuse creep aggro to pull the wave to the left or the right, and then just kind of run loops side to side so that the creeps don't go under tower, so that you can hold them until you can static the wave in front of the tower. We very frequently end up with like the creeps under tower, and this makes it a lot harder to CS because, as you've like pointed out, you don't have very high base damage. And it also means that now those creeps have died super fast and your creeps barely took any damage. So now you're going to push out. So the likelihood that you end up on your like high ground side of the river is very low. Like the creep waves are essentially going to bounce back to somewhere where you don't want it. So like trying the best we can to keep the wave on our high ground on our side of the river is like ideal. That, and then thinking about using the knowledge of how creep aggro works, in that like the enemy creeps have to be able to see you, and the way that our opponent is like throwing out attacks to try and vibe out if we think that they have an observer, and if we do, buying ourselves a sentry and killing it, because that is a bump of gold. Like it'll refund itself multiple times. Like you get like more, you get significantly more gold than the sentry costs, and it gives you experience, but most importantly it denies them vision. And we also want to make sure, I think you usually have this, but sometimes when we have Galaxy mid, or I think there's at least been one game where you didn't, we want to try and fly ourselves out a observer around like 4:45, 5 minutes to like make sure that we have one side of the river covered for 6-minute power rune.
Yeah, so it takes away the 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a 50-50, but at least you know, and you can communicate to your team, like, dude got haste rune, he's running top or something. Tony, I was going to recommend you a few tips about laning, but honestly, one of the main things I was going to recommend you is potentially just picking a ranged character while you're still getting familiar with other other parts of the game, because the main thing I think you're struggling with is when you are melee versus ranged. If you're melee versus melee, you do pretty okay. But if you ever end up in a lane where you're melee versus ranged, or like the enemy support is ranged and has like big damage, you get harassed off really easily. So I was gonna recommend a couple like ranged offlaners if you are cool with trying some new guys.
It's also probably because like for starting like items or stuff like that,
Yeah.
the starting items also just seem to be very generic, and I am like, because like the last game with the it was the
The Viper
what were
support.
yeah, Viper support, and Sven Pos 1
Yeah.
threw me for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like it's always just like I always know what to do in hindsight, but whenever I'm never able to call that audible as I am like laning and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I felt like it would have been better if we just did more harassment on the Viper, and like maybe as I like take maybe like an extra ring of protection or something like that
Game client
to deal with Viper's right clicks.
I mean, it's not his auto attack damage that was killing you, it was the stacking poison damage, which is magic.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know.
I like the fact that you're thinking about like itemization, especially early game, can be really strong. Thanks for the streak, folksy. The solution is not really to harass Viper, because you cannot win a harass game against like stacking poison damage unless you also have some sort of like stacking thing, or you have like a healer in lane or some way to disarm him or whatever. And because we didn't have that sort of stuff, and because our like the lane we had was Grimstroke Axe, right? So like our combo is I put my stun that I can activate on you, and you run up and then hopefully get it within the like essentially melee range of that, and we blow it up, and then we hit them together, and then when that stun ends, you taunt, right? The problem is the entire time we're running up to him, he's clicking on you and getting more and more stacks, and like we will, no matter what, we lose essentially. Is like because of what we had as heroes, if you get into auto attack range of Viper and he starts to click on you, you die. That's me, that's you. Like either way, one of us guaranteed dies, if not both, which it's very likely to be both if Sven is paying attention, because he has an AoE stun and cleave. So the actual solution there really is just don't be near him. It is, we send you behind the tier 1 to the space between the tier 1 and tier 2, and you drag a wave, and you walk it back to the space between our tier 1 and tier 2. It is creep aggroing and trying to keep the creeps as far away from it as possible. And eventually it is we back up, we smoke with our rotation from mid, and we get the jump on him where we're already in melee range. We are already on top of him, so we don't give him the chance to start putting those stacks on us. But there are just matchups where it's going to be like, if a guy is there, the answer isn't get better at beating him up. Sometimes the answer literally is like, the only way you're going to beat this guy up is with more CC, i.e. you have more levels or you have more heroes with you, or with more damage / CC, which is you have more money, so you buy the CC or you buy the damage.
Is this one of those situations of like Draven in League where it just early you don't get to win? That's just that, like that's the end sentence.
I've not played enough
League,
but it's basically the same thing as trying to fight like a Huskar, right?
Game finds
where
out at
we've
8.
talked about how like he's really strong because he has the burning spear stacks.
Yeah.
It's very much the same thing as that, where it's if they have a way to scale their damage that you cannot match, trying to rely on outplaying them is not a like guaranteed way forward. It's not reliable. What is reliable is just go like his hero is stronger than mine right now. Instead of relying on me having to outplay him, I'm going to rely on just not making that bad matchup be a thing. I'm just not going to fight him. And that is just a thing that you have to learn in every position. That happens in mid, that happens in safe lane, that happens in off lane. Sometimes there are just matchups where you go, I can't fight this guy. And it's not like well, I'll use my early game like gold that I get from the beginning of the game and from laning to like fix that by having a 500 gold item or whatever. Sometimes it really is just, this isn't my job to fix. This is my team's job to help like shut this guy down. My job right now is to not die to him, get my core items, and then this problem gets resolved in the team fighting phase. Like, it's not a resolvable problem in laning phase.
The other thing with that game was there were a lot of times that, I was being told you have to go to the lane, but I was just like, every time I did, it was a very good % chance that I was going to meet someone there and I was just going to die.
Yeah, a lot of the...
So it was a combination. So it was that, and then the combination of like, well, I can't go. Like, I see like the fog of like how far the creep wave is out in like the fog of war, and I'm like, there's going to be someone there that I'm not seeing on the mini map, and they are just going to kill me.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that is absolutely right. So what can you do in situations like that? That is a situation where you, as I said, you can go deep into their like jungle, take a route that you don't think they're likely to be on, and then go cut the wave. If you don't feel like that's safe, you can call for a smoke or buy yourself your own smoke, grab an observer ward if there's one up, and then smoke yourself, walk in a route that you don't think you're going to run into people, and get yourself an observer down, and then go cut the wave so that you can know, okay, hey, I'll see them when they come to try and stop me. Especially when you're playing Axe, because you have spin, you are incredibly good at cutting waves, because you can just like lead it over somewhere and like stand and like get your CS. You can stand next to a jungle camp and farm the jungle camp and the wave at the same time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to do it more.
Yeah. That is just going to be, in terms of the like, I can feel the like pressure of, if anybody pops out of this fog of war, I'm super dead. That is resolved by like having strong vision to help you do the thing that you want to do.
Hey, Gart.
Yeah.
Can you go into demo mode on the full map and then like tell me what things are called? Because I just realized a good chunk of my issues also arise from like, go to this place, but I don't always know what this place is. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Triangle, but I know that it's happened more than once, and I don't know if maybe I'm like, it's just Triangle and I keep forgetting, or if there's more names for places that I just don't know.
Okay, so it used to be called, or actually, are you in the thing yet, or are you just watching the stream?
I'm trying. I'm loading in slowly.
Prepare
There we go.
for
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, can you see when I ping?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I can probably see when you draw
Wisdom, I think they're called shrines now. Wisdom shrines, if I ever say wisdom rune, that's the same thing. These just used to not be a space that you'd stand in. It used to literally just be a rune, like bounty rune, and you'd pick it up. So if I ever say that, that's what I mean. If I say Twin Gates or like Pac-Man portal or portal or whatever, there's that one there. There's this one here. Lotuses, you know what those are. If I say triangle, there currently are only 2 camps on what used to be the triangle, but for like a full like decade in Dota, there were 3 camps on either side here that I'm drawing on the map. So these were called the triangle because it would be like you just send your
triangle of
carry there
camps,
because it
got
was
you.
really defensible because it has 2 tier 1s on either side of it that your teammates could TP to. It's across the river, so like it's kind of feels like dangerous for enemies to like go into. So you just send your like carry there essentially once they like finish their lane. And it was called the triangle. And now there's not a 3rd camp there, but it is still these are called the triangle. In terms of callouts. If somebody says you're like deep jungle, that usually means the like added, they can say deep jungle or added jungle. That usually means the like parts of the map, the camps that were added in the update that made the map bigger. Usually refers to like these or these. Sometimes they can mean these, but usually that will be like people will refer to that as the jungle by your like wisdom.
So wait, you said it might be called deep jungle too, though.
Yeah, just
So they
because
say, like,
usually
deep
this is
top,
what
deep
if somebody
bottom?
just says the jungle, if they say like the jungle on the dire, they mean this area. If they say the jungle on the radiant, they mean this area. If they say deep jungle, they probably mean like the added space.
And do they mean ally or enemy typically?
It
Like,
it depends on the
do you
context.
go enemy deep jungle? Okay.
Like yeah, if somebody is giving you a warning that people are coming to deep jungle or whatever, and you're currently standing in your allied deep jungle, they probably mean allied.
Got it.
It'll just be context dependent. Is there anything else that I say that like doesn't
County,
ring a bell?
Roshan, top, bottom, portal, lotus.
Oh, these
Wisdom.
are called outposts. These little
Oh,
thingies that
did
you can
not know
channel
that.
on. These are called
Oh, you
outposts.
if you click it, it has a fucking health bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Never left click. I didn't know.
Yeah, those can be channeled on. They used to do stuff. They don't anymore. Now they're just a place you can TP to.
Okay, and then in general, as like a base rule, because you can't just tell me like good ward spots, because I know that's like very dependent on where we're at in the game. But in general, is it like at the top of stairs here? If you were in mid, for instance, like the top of stairs here would be good.
So I'll make it way easier for you. I'll give you a flowchart. Okay.
Okay.
So like here's the first question you're asking yourself is if I walk, so like whenever you're going to ward somewhere, you're going somewhere that's in fog of war. And the first question you are asking yourself when you're going to ward somewhere is if I run into every single guy who is not currently showing on the map right now, do I die? If the answer is yes, then you cannot go ward right now. You have to wait for more information, or you have to go in smoke, or you have to get an item that you know saves you, or bring enough teammates with you that you know that you don't die. So like that is the highest part of the flowchart, is like look at your mini map, look at who is showing, or like use your knowledge of I just glanced at the mini map 2 seconds ago and like sure this guy's not showing anymore, but like I know he's still in that area, to assess like am I going to die if I walk up this high ground and there's just everybody there.
I
Second,
assume that's another way, right? Is like
you can use scan. Yeah, we don't very frequently use scan. We're mostly just using it to check Roche. But yeah, scan is also a team-wide cooldown that you can use if you want to. The second part of the flowchart after that is, am I able to defend this ward? So if the answer is yes, as in like this is an area that we are strong in, we are going to be like, we are ahead, we are controlling this area, I can defend this ward. If that is yes on the flowchart, then you put it somewhere centralized that gives you the most possible vision. You can put it on the big eye spot, you can put it on the very visible, like obvious spot, because those usually give you the most vision. Like the little high grounds with eyes on them, those are very obvious to deward, and everyone will check those spots first. But they're obvious, but they also, because they're up at extra level of elevation, they give you more vision than if you don't put something there. But because they're so obvious, they're like very likely to die if you cannot defend them.
okay, so like right now, all of our tier 1s are up. This probably would be a good spot, because if they're walking that deep, we can probably rotate and kill them in exchange for losing that ward. But like,
if
once, I
you
don't know,
so
this
no,
tower is
like
gone,
what? So
something.
I'll get to the deeper in the flowchart. So the I'm just talking about the placement for now. We'll let me finish the flowchart and then you can ask questions.
All right.
So if you can place it, if you can defend it, then you place it on a spot that is going to give you the most vision. If you can't defend it, i.e. like things are bad, you're behind, or you're putting it somewhere where you're not intending to come back to because you like smoked deep to get here or something. If you cannot defend it, you are trying to think, if I was the enemy support and I was coming here because I was told there's vision and I'm going to de-ward, where am I putting a sentry? And then you're trying to find what is on the outskirts of that, like what is just beyond that. So for example, like you'll very frequently see me place observer wards. Like, so if you put a sentry up on the like high ground here, right, like this eye spot, it's gonna give you like sentry vision and reveal everything like in this ring. I'll put my obs like right here or something. Like you wanna be thinking about where are they likely to put a sentry? Where is a ward that I can put down that gives me decent enough vision but is not going to get killed? All right, so now that we've covered like those things in the flowchart, the next part is actually like why, where the fuck do you put it and why? So where you are putting it is entirely based on the like current state of the game. In general, if you are really far ahead, you want to place down vision as deep into the enemy side as possible. And if you are behind, you want to place it usually along whatever the current like control, whatever the current division in team control is. So like, let's say you've lost all of your tier 1s. So like your control of the map has receded to like about here. Usually when you are warding defensively, you're wanting to put down vision somewhere that's warning you enemies are coming into the space that you currently think you control. That's how defensive vision works, is you want a warning. You want to know before they show up, oh fuck, they're coming into our space. Let's do something about it. And with offensive vision, you are looking for, again, it's kind of the same thing where you're just kind of trying to figure out what is the boundary of, like, let's say you had taken all of their tier 2s. You're trying to look at what is the boundary of space they control and the space I control. And you're trying to give your team vision of when somebody crosses this boundary. So like even with aggressive vision, like if we had just taken all of their tier 2s, the only place I care about vision is like, are they coming out of their base? If we're trying to take this tier 2, I'm putting vision like over here and over here because it's like that's where they're going to respond from. In general, the worst place you can put a ward is a ward that is not giving you any
Additional information?
Any preemptive information. Like the worst ward is a ward that tells you shit you already know. Where it's a ward on vision that like you can't action on, where it's like, hey, guy who has a blink dagger, he's in blink dagger range of you now. Like if you have an observer ward that tells you that, cool, like sure you see him, but also it's too late. Like you have not bailed fast enough because the ward has just told you, hey, this guy's here. All right, like he's here right now. The moment you see him on the minimap, he is now in range to kill you. So like you want vision that gives you time to react, either aggressively or defensively. You just want vision of someone is approaching, someone is crossing a threshold, whether it's they're crossing the threshold into like space that we want to defend or space that we want to attack. You want wards that give you information on people crossing that threshold.
Okay. As a general rule, that's one that I remember of. Wards should always be in a place in which you are getting information so that you have time to respond.
Yeah.
If there's no time to respond, then it is a worthless ward because then it's no different than like a tower.
Yeah. Also, Audie has asked a question, but also they pointed out a thing. The outposts, after you take the first enemy tier 1 tower, they go from being invulnerable to capturable. and then you can TP onto them if you've captured them. So the second
That I knew. I didn't know why I was sometimes able to do that and sometimes
yeah, it's
not able
it's
to
the
capture
first
it.
tier 2 that goes down for either
Tier
side.
2,
So like
not tier 1.
yeah, tier
Okay.
2. Your question about Nyx, another matchup is shit. Should I go boots first to snag waves from behind tower? Again, it's hard to give like overarching yes nos on things that are like sort of generic like that, but in general your itemization should reflect what you intend to do, and movement speed is king in so many matchups, but especially if you're feeling weak and you're a melee character, movement speed is huge because that lets you get where you need to go or get out of where you need to not be faster. Okay, anything else in the demo,
Alright.
or can we
Nope, that was
Yeah.
it.
okay. So Tony, are you still wanting to stick to the characters you've been playing so far, or do you want to hear my recommendations for trying a ranged guy?
I don't even know what ranged heroes do. Position 3.
So there are a variety of options. I was going to recommend you ones that I feel like are either sustain heavy, so you feel like you can survive even when the matchup is tough, or lane dominators where like the number of matchups you win is greater than the number of matchups you lose. So the two recommendations I have for lane dominators are Viper or Huskar. If either of those guys interest you, those guys are lane dominators. You are very likely to win your lane if you play them because you are incredibly strong without any items from like very early levels.
Those are position 3s?
Yeah, you can play Viper and Huskar as 3. And then in terms of people who have sustain, I was going to recommend Necrophos because he has a bunch of like self-healing and in general is just kind of like a beefcake and is pretty
Don't
tough
call
to
him
kill.
a beefcake.
he yeah, not aesthetically, but like you
the man
become very
has-
tanky.
The man has aura in the worst way possible.
He's got stinky aura.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got that I haven't wiped my booty cheeks and
Yeah, and
2
it
months.
deals damage to everybody in AoE around him. Either that or I was going to recommend Death Prophet because Death Prophet also has like their own little sustain button. But in general, I would lean closer towards like lane dominators because I really do think your mechanics are pretty decent. It is usually just like you're going up against people who just have stronger shit at early levels, and I really do think like your macro is currently really, really advanced for the number of games you've played. It's usually just like the thing that is holding you back is your lane is going poorly enough that like you are just like a bunch of net worth behind. And I think if we close that net worth gap by making laning easier for you, you will have a much easier time in the rest of the game. So I leave it to your discretion. Again, it's up to you what you feel like, but those are my recommendations if you want to put them in like a little hero puddle. You feel the vibe.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It's like really hard for me to get like a feel of, especially some of the previous games, just getting a feel for like the enemy draft and where they're basically like once again
I love you,
it's
and
just
thank
like,
you for
I
joining me on
just-
this journey.
Thank you, Dogu.
I'm thrown for a loop when I see something I'm just not used to seeing,
Yeah.
and it's just hard for me to think about what I'm supposed to do in that moment versus okay, I'm going to do the things that are supposed to make me a better player.
Well, that's
But
gonna
also-
come with the replay reviews and just asking more questions. Like try and hold on to something that is like the thoughts you have during those, and we can go over it after, because like yeah, you are right, a lot of it is like, can you like trying to juggle all of the stuff that you just described while also actively having to play the video game Dota 2 is like impossible. Like you can't be thinking about like, what is their like drafts team fight synergy matchup compared to ours? Like, because even like articulating that thought in your brain like has cost you CS and denies, and like now you're dead or whatever. So like that's totally fair. But that's what I want to like discuss after. That's what I want the like replay reviews and stuff to empower you with, is like we can retroactively add that information to our like growing Dota brain, and then we can go into the next game with it.
So you're saying my brain is wrinkling too hard.
Maybe if you're
Yes.
trying to do that and you feel like you're overwhelming yourself, yeah, like I would much rather have priorities, essentially. Like fuck thinking about other things if that's going to make you like nervous, or if that's going to like make you not CS well, because like it really is just pour all whatever amount of your current percentage of available Dota brain RAM, pour as much of that as is needed into getting laning mechanics going, and then if you have spare brain juice, maybe instead of trying to solve those problems, you can ask it as a question and I can help you with it, or you can just like
And they deserve to be
note
paid.
literally anything for yourself in some sort of way, either a timestamp of the game or something, and then we can come back to it later. With all that in mind, I still haven't said anything for Galaxy. Like you mentioned positioning. I'll try and be on top of that for you, and like try and help you with that. One of the other things that I was thinking about is that because the way that I see it, Galaxy, you can either like lean into your habits, or we can try and reform them. And I feel like the way that you draft and the way that you itemize can do one or the other. So like, do you want to lean into, I'm gonna run forward and press all my buttons on the first guy that I see? Or do you want to try and like gain more control over that and get like better at being patient and like having a greater like assessment of situations before we engage?
The thing is, when I play patient, I play well. And I'm capable of doing it. I just don't do it all games, and I don't do it on all heroes.
That's fair.
And so being able to do that better consistently, I think will make me a better player.
Okay.
But also, when I play initiators, I actually do pretty well. I just go in and click all the buttons and get things started.
Yeah.
But if we have a solid 2 and 3, it gets a little bit harder to play that role. So if I'm playing like 4, then maybe it's a day I play a little bit more conservative.
Yeah.
Or I can just play 4 Pudge and
click all your buttons.
Click all my buttons.
I still think having you flex around the randoms is probably best, because with our current stack, we're definitely gonna the likelihood we run into people who are going to try and force you to change your force our people to change their positions is very high. So we want to be flexible and have that as in mind. But in general, if you play a support and you end up in a lane with DK or with Tony, I think the way that you can have that like stronger focus is by playing a character that is going to provide sustain rather than kill threat. Because I think one of the things I want to pivot us away from, because I don't think it's helping, because we're mostly just need our laning mechanics stronger before this idea worked. Because like the last time I was coaching people, it wasn't brand new players, it was at a higher bracket, so I've still like carried that coaching style forward, where I'm like, let's try and build a draft that can fight a lot, because we're going to be fighting a lot, and we are going to be fighting a lot. But I feel like focusing on that has not actually benefited us, because like even if we do okay in the fights, it doesn't matter because we've lost lane so hard that like we're just behind. So I think I'd want you to focus on trying to draft and itemize if you end up in the same lane as one of the newer players that's playing a core. Draft or itemize around sustain, because I really do think if we can just have stronger lanes, things will go better. I really do think the majority of our games are decided in the first like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. If it's not decided in the first 5 to 10 minutes, typically it's because we did really well in those first 5 to 10 and then didn't know what to do with the advantage.
Yeah. Anyways, we have the plan of DK mid, Tony 3, Galaxy, wherever the randoms end up. Do we have the flexibility on DK and Tony to potentially do other stuff if our randoms
Always.
are uncooperative, or do we want to do the I don't negotiate with terrorists and go whatever you want no matter what?
I'm willing to rotate. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to flex around.
Like, my
Okay.
thing is, I'm still learning in such
One
a
of
way
the
that it
cutest
doesn't
things that's
actually
even
matter
around
what
right now,
position
and I
I'm in.
enjoy
Like,
it
I
each
have
and
something
every
to learn
time
in
I
every
see
position.
it.
There's no, oh, I'm playing 5. I've mastered this. There's nothing to do. Like, no, I still have to remember all the things no matter which one I'm in.
Yeah. Thank you again, Dogu, by the way. And yeah, Vol, I just added that today. I like that one.
I
Like
can't
that a
hear it
lot.
because if I alt tab to hear it, my
Yeah,
Dota
do
will
not
stop
alt
giving me
tab or you
audio.
die.
Alt
I would
tab.
just for DK and Tony specifically, I would just prep a like pause 3 or pause 2. You can add a please if you want to. And then just get ready to like click on the lane when the minimap shows up as fast as you possibly can, and then like paste that in chat. Ideally paste it after the bans happen if everybody loads in at once. If not everybody on the enemy team is loaded in, but all of our allies have loaded in, you can paste it in before. But if you try and paste it in the second the lobby opens and everybody loads in at the same time, all of the bans will happen and it'll like push your message all the way up immediately, and they might not see it. To answer Foe's question, usually that's going to be based off of the hero's strengths and also the way that they itemize and their positioning on the map. So position 4 being higher in the hierarchy of resources usually means that you are going to have a little bit more cash to play with. So usually you're going to be able to buy some more like selfish items and some more fighty items. Good morning, Kismet. 5 is usually going to be the one who is spending the majority of the money on the like team assets like sentries and spending most of their time doing warding and things. Position 4 is the one that is expected to roam and rotate the most, because the role of the position 5 is usually to facilitate keeping the carries early game state solid. Like the position 5's job is to stabilize their carries early game farm, whereas the position 4's job is to respond to rotations. Like in general, if there is anybody that is going to TP to a tower dive, it is almost universally going to be your 4 in an ideal scenario, because that's like what they want to do. But also usually your 4 in an actual ideal scenario is the person doing the like ganking, like you're walking through the portal or you're buying smoke and going somewhere. Good morning. And then I mentioned specifically it's about like hero kits. In general, position 4s, you're looking for people who are decisive, that either have some sort of initiation, or they have some sort of crowd control, or they have some sort of burst damage. In general, again, like there's a lot of overlap between 4 and 5 when it comes to what heroes can be picked. But there are some characters that you would never put as 5 that like have to be at least 4. And that is usually because they like need money. When your position, when the biggest difference hero wise between 4 and 5 is that like all 5s are relevant because levels keep their skill set relevant to the game. Versus not all of them, but there are some characters that are played in the 4 position where like if this character doesn't get their core item, they are significantly weaker. That's the most of the differences.
I'm looking at like some guides for Triumph Protector, and there's a couple of guides that are saying you buy boots first on him, which I makes sense because his move speed is abysmal, but
on Triumph
I
Protector?
don't know how to. Yeah, it's like one. I'm just kind of like
a mana
working
boots,
through
right?
them.
No, do you mean like boots as a starting item, or do you mean boots as your first like item you purchase?
Yeah, it's a starting item.
So that is usually a thing like that can be really powerful. Just going raw boots like out of base can be really strong because you're going to be significantly faster than everybody, right? But you usually in exchange you're sacrificing stats, you're sacrificing sustain, you're sacrificing regen. And there are some characters that can do that easier because like for example on Tree you already hit really fucking hard, so like the stats aren't super important for you. You have a button that you can level to like heal yourself for the sustain, and in general you just want to be able to click on people more, and movement speed is the king of how well you can harass, especially on a melee hero, because higher movement speed means you can chase people who are kiting you, and it also means you can kite away from them better. So like, can you buy boots first on that character? Absolutely. You can buy boots first on all characters, but as I said, like you are making a trade-off of usually there goes all your stats that you're getting from like a circlet or a gauntlet of strength or sticks. There goes all of your sustain from like a wand. There goes all of your regen from tangos and like salves and whatever.
It's no different, it seems, than any other item in the sense of you can do it. You have to be able to use the stats you're getting.
You can go
So if you
Doran's
get
Ring on
boots-
every character.
Yeah, you can. Legitimately.
Whether it's good or not depends on your gameplay.
Exactly. Now there are some characters that literally don't have mana, but my friend found out you can even do it on them too.
So
I don't know what
Boots
Doran's Ring does.
I mean, so Boots is like there has to be like, oh shit, right?
Get ready to type your message and click. Yeah, you're clicking off lane on Tony, so it's gonna be top lane. DK, you're clicking mid. Prep your message for if our boy only hard carry sorry
Wonder what position they want.
connects. Will they connect? Oh, there they are. All right, make sure you click on the minimap. There you go. All right. Yeah, Galaxy, looks like you can lane with Tony.
If nobody else picks, I'll pick.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick while you guys do draft. You right, Bark?
All right, I got it.
Your turn to pick.
Prefer they didn't know I was Bat Rider because they might counter me and I won't know that they did because I don't know matchups.
Only hard carry
Our
is
HCs. That's not
not
great.
connected.
10
They
seconds.
have 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time to not be in the game.
5 seconds remaining.
If he doesn't pick,
Your
it'll
turn to pick.
give him an abandon before that. Apparently they're
Oh, client
together.
glitched.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, that's nice, but
I
he's going to end up with no
5
fucking money
seconds
because
remaining.
Yeah.
if the enemy team picks and he doesn't, it's just going to start ticking that gold away. Oh, no. He's not going to have any starting items. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad. Does it kick you when you run out of money? Is that what it bases it off of?
There's some timer for it. I'm not sure.
That's fucking so sad though. Damn.
He's either a position 5 or we have a position 5 Chaos Knight.
Yeah. I think Chaos is 3. I know I've played him as 3.
He can play 1 or 3.
Oh, they're back, and they are a Legion commander, and I don't know what that is.
What?
I know what the character is, but I don't have any idea what fucking position that is.
1 or 3.
Well,
Really
wants to-
3, but
He wants to play it as 1.
yeah.
That's unfortunate, considering the whole losing several hundred gold thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play them in the lane together. Cause
Gar's
we
gonna be
are-
like, why are we still in the picking screen?
All right.
Just in time.
Only hard carry. Did they pick Legion or did they disconnect and then got forced onto Legion?
No, they disconnected, then came back and picked Legion.
Okay.
And it's like, they had lost a lot of money before that happened, though.
Yeah, they've not bought starting items yet. Okay.
I don't know that they can.
Galaxy, one thing I will say right off rip, very, very rarely is it worth spending 150 of your starting gold on the recipe for Magic Wand. Like 150 starting gold is an ass load. And like, sure, it lets you get 20 charges, but like, you're not going to get 20 charges in the first like 2 waves of the game. So that 150 gold being another sentry to counter them if they try and block your camp, or being more sticks, or being like a blood grenade or whatever, that's already like huge. The only time that I'd want you to get like a wand outright is if there's like, I don't know,
Bristleback or
fucking,
Zeus or whatever.
yeah, stuff like that, exactly.
30 seconds to battle.
Appreciate it.
CM has like no HP, so yeah, you can harass her a bunch. I don't think it's worth like diving. Careful, their whole team's gonna catch up to you. Yeah.
Alright, let's
Alright, good luck.
They did. Goodbye.
Cool, alright, we take those. Bounty Hunter's probably on your bottom bounty rune, so I don't know if you get to have that. DK, you want to go block your way. And then also queue up items while you can and get that stick back in your inventory out of your backpack. You want to queue up your items earlier so you don't have to worry about it.
To do that, I'm gonna fuck this up, so I'm gonna do this instead.
Yeah, it's okay. Alright, careful, you don't want to do it too much more. Yeah, you want to just keep it on.
Yep.
Perfect. That is the exact spot you want your shit to start. And he's melee. So like you can just walk past the wave and start clicking on him. Yeah, don't want to tank the creeps,
Yep,
but you
yep.
can just like start clicking on
right.
them.
Forgot who he was for a second.
Yeah. Alright, so we unfortunately walked the wave under tower. We wanted to immediately creep aggro to get those creeps back out from under tower. Make sure you get your last hit. Okay. He at least didn't get the deny. Gotta try and secure the ranged if we can. Okay, they got the range creep deny. That's tough.
Yours.
You want to tango up now, Tony? If you ever drop below like 90%, you want to tango. And also, if you're gonna get the stick right now and get it sent out to you. You have the 200 gold required for it. Yeah. So remember, your full mana, you can be using your mana to harass the CM. Yeah, like you you usually want to only use your mana if you can get at least 3 stacks on somebody. So like, turn it on if you're ever at completely full, just so that you don't like, so you're not wasting your regen. But we're never using it to CS, we're only using it to click on people. And also, I don't know if you've played an Orb Walk hero before, but if you manually cast each instance of Q, instead of just toggling the ability like onto autocast, for the purposes of creep aggro, the creeps think it's a spell, so they won't run at you. They don't think it's an auto attack. So you can use it to harass and not pull creep aggro. Try and get your wand in your inventory when you can. Then you're gonna need to buy more tangos. You're full mana, so try and click some Qs on people. Remember, if you manually cast the Q, it doesn't count as a auto attack, so you don't pull creep aggro. Mid lane, we gotta back up. Use your
Yeah, I know,
okay. You
but
had fairy
I
fire.
clicked the. I know, but I clicked the goddamn mini map instead of the thing. I hate that so much.
Did you turn
Click the
the
ground under it.
Did you turn
Well,
the delay up on that? Because that's an option.
I think the problem is all that will cause is when I click the minimap, nothing will happen, which will
Your
be
middle
equally
tower
as
is under
confusing.
attack.
Like that's my issue. Is I needed to click the ground under the minimap. I will never be clicking the minimap to move.
Sorry.
I only ever left click it to see where I'm going. God damn.
Try and use creep aggro to pull the wave back. Like click on somebody, creep aggro it out from under the tower. You really don't want it to be.
I don't. Is it alt click?
What do you?
Alt right click. I'm talking about like if I can't see him because he's way the fuck
Oh
away.
no, it's A and then left click on a portrait at the top. Nothing to do with alt. Just careful. There's yeah. He is gonna be hit by creeps. You want to bring him to your creeps. Like let the creeps hit him. Yeah. Keep using your Q off cooldown. Okay. Careful. Yeah, you don't want to chase him too far. You don't want to take tower. Just get your CS. Your banner creep is worth 2 CS.
No luck. Out of range.
Good stop canceling, Tony.
God damn.
You're full mana, so you want to be looking for manually casting your Q. Yeah, it doesn't pull creep aggro. Alright, they're going on your Witch Doctor, so you want to be turning your Q on to auto cast and clicking on CM. CM is much more likely to die. You gotta back up. Okay, but you can't just raw tank people. You gotta watch your positioning. But yeah, CM will absolutely die. That is not the real one. Careful, you don't want to tank creeps. You have it on auto cast right now, so it does count as an auto attack, so you have to, yeah, there you go. Gonna need to probably take a level in our W on Galaxy at 4 so we can try and help Tony sustain. Mid lane is missing, they're TPing back.
He's not missing.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Okay. Yeah, when they die, if they respawn and don't come back, you should just try and call missing. You're gonna want to get yourself probably a wand DK to try and survive stuff like that. But in general, it is going to be about holding your cooldown for Firefly and keeping that enough mana for Firefly, because he can't really fight you if you have Firefly up, because you can just run
Yeah, 'cause
away
if he
from him and
chases, he
Firefly
just
will
burns.
kill him. Yeah. Also, when you go back to lane, make sure you bring an obs. You can still buy one from the shop while you're channeling.
There's not any available.
Okay,
Or-
try and queue one up for yourself in your quick buy queue.
One now.
You gotta be very careful. You've just walked up to a guy who like killed you and threw both of your strongest abilities. So now those are on cooldown and he knows, so you gotta be very careful. Top lane, we're full mana on
I
Viper,
am-
so we're looking for dudes to press Q on when you can. Alright, we're doing good. We're just getting our CS, and now we're thinking about Power Rune mid. Want to
I
tango
can't
up
buy
when you
any
can.
observers because they're constantly bought out.
Yeah, somebody is shift queuing
I'll
them
bring
and
one
then
to you.
right clicking them to get the like purchase it immediately when it's alive. And if you do that, you'll occasionally get it because it's random with multiple people have done it. Probably gonna have to Firefly and then use Wand. Be careful.
Not yet.
He's looking. Yeah, they already got the bounty checking the Power Rune for them. You want to buy yourself a sentry when you can as well, because that bounty hunter, the guy who came up and punched you, he has the
There's
invisibility
a DD
ability.
here if you
Double damage
are you
top
able
if
to
you can
get
go
to it
get
or
it
no?
on DK. Careful, you gotta go through the trees. If you just walk in a straight line in vision, he's gonna hit you. Use your wand. Use your wand. Good luck. You can ult him if you get the real one. Alright, just immediately activate it, get those charges going. If you go back and get the real one, Galaxy can help you kill him with
Your
Maledict.
middle tower is under attack.
Just be careful, we saw a bounty hunter here as well. So he's probably
He's
still
fucking
there.
gone.
Well, Galaxy is shown in vision now, so PL's probably gone. I'd probably just bail on Galaxy. Yeah, Tony, she throws. I assume you got hit by the net. She has a CC where she throws a net at you, and then she does do a lot of damage. So she will just bonk you to death.
Your top tower
Sweetness
is
on
under
that.
Just
attack.
focus on getting your CS when you go back in. Galaxy's gonna get the wisdom. sentry down in like the river would be, I mean, that's okay, but it's giving you a lot of, like, you've wasted a lot of the vision just of, like, your
Oh,
tower
right, because
gives
tower
true sight.
also does it.
Careful, you gotta be throwing your Q at this guy as much as you can when he's standing around like that when you're full mana. Because the more stacks of Q you have on him, the more, like, scary you are. If you're not Qing him constantly, then he's
Kill
not
her,
afraid of you.
Kill her, kill her. Yeah. Alright.
Alright, we just want to get our CS top. You really want to try and get yourself some vision top Galaxy as well, like try and get an obs there or something. If we can catch the CM, she should just die with auto-casted Qs. We're gonna have to throw the stun though. Just focus on CS, Tony. You can still get CS while standing there and clicking on her, but yeah, just make sure you get the CS.
God,
New power
damn,
rune
dude,
is
how many
up.
clones do you get to make?
His ultimate, so all of his abilities spawn illusions. You're gonna want to use that immediately or he kills you. Yeah, just keep bailing, keep bailing. You don't chase him. All of his abilities make illusions, and his ultimate is a passive where every time he auto attacks something, he gets a % chance to get an illusion.
God damn it, the fucking...
Yeah.
I thought I pressed C, but I did not, so my fucking things weren't shooting him that whole time.
I mean, either way, you don't kill him without Firefly there. You didn't have enough stacks on him, and then you didn't have Firefly out.
Yeah. Go all the way back.
Yeah, just be careful. Naga is gonna get to the point where, like, her illusions, if they get to net you and surround you, they will kill you.
God.
If you're at full mana and it's a banner creep, don't be afraid to use a Q on it if you think it makes a difference.
Does he have a thing where, like, every time they hit me, they spawn another one?
Yeah, that's
Why
what
does
I
it
just said. His
just make
ultimate
me
is
more?
he has a percentile chance for whenever he or any of his illusions do an auto attack for it to spawn an illusion.
That's awful.
And then when he throws his Q, he can make more, like, all of his illusions will also do the animation, but only the real one actually throws one. Just be careful, you're very low and he has a lot of right click damage. If you walk back downhill, he will just throw a Q at you. Yeah.
He'll just kill me.
You're gonna probably tango up, and then you also have a lot of money that you could be
I have
using to
money
buy
that I
yourself
don't
some
wanna
stats and
spend.
stuff. You want to start walking towards a rune, but ideally you do it through the trees out of vision, because if you just walk up right now, he'll kill you. I think he's just gonna get it. It's an invis
Yeah,
rune.
he gets to get it. I
Yeah.
don't have the advantage anymore.
Yep. You just want to use your tango and just try and heal up. And then at this point, we're not going to be able to fight him anymore. So he's going to look to try and just wait and throw his Q at you under tower. You got to back up, DK. He's just trying to throw his Q at you and then run at you.
Pulling, Tony.
You ideally want to use Firefly there instead of the Flame Break. Firefly
Bottle
lets you
to-
go through these trees and, like, get out.
Attack.
But also in general, don't just wiggle waggle under your tower. Run to tier 2. Tier 2 does enough damage that it's actually scary, but because we saw him there get the rune and then he came back, that means he's going to kill you. If he's lingering here and he just got a power rune, it means you're the guy he wants to kill with it. Top lane is just going to be about we can't let Naga get within net range of us.
Yell's missing. Probably headed to top. Care.
Also, DK, it's 11 minutes and we still have not killed a single neutral. So we really want to be thinking about, like, when the wave is pushed out, we want to go, like, kill neutral camp. Now it's a little bit too late. Like, you want to kill this next wave now because it showed up, right?
The enemy's bottom
but
tower has
You
fallen.
can be throwing your Q at him. Yeah, just constantly be throwing your Q at him.
I hate this shit.
I mean, yeah, it's
Like, that is so ass.
yeah, it's
Why is
a
the
very hard
chance so
matchup
fucking
until
high?
like once he hits 6, it is you can't fight him anymore. But you ideally he never hits 6 because you super win this matchup as Bat Rider in early levels. We just are still
Did
like
not
learning
push
the
an
mechanics, and
advantage
he
that I had.
is not. You gotta if you as I said you can't go back to mid anymore. You gotta farm neutrals.
Well, at least they all got set on fire, so I get some money.
Yeah, anybody that goes mid right now will die. Tony, you gotta be getting your CS top. I don't know how you ended up here.
I was seeing heroes on the map.
You don't rotate. You don't have any items. Like, until you get your dollars, you don't kill anybody.
Bounty hunters.
That is pervasively true on like every character you play. I just want you focused on getting your CS.
So if I don't go mid, where the hell do I go?
You can go clear these jungle camps out. You can respond to mid
Your
when
middle
PL
tower
is not
under
there.
attack.
But the main thing is that you can't just keep walking up in vision into range of his abilities and letting him click his abilities on you. That's what's killing you.
Your
You just
middle
gotta play
tower
more
is under
evasive.
attack.
Stand in the trees, be clearing jungle camps and stuff. Like right now, we know PL is top, so you can be farming mid now.
Yeah, but I've already started this.
Yeah,
If I
but
stop this,
well,
I
yeah,
would
that's
waste
kind
my
of
time
what I
walking
mean
now.
is that we're like our understanding of the map's macro state is a little bit like behind. We can fortify for top. We kind of want to push. We have to push out mid and get some map advantage, like while we know
Your
they're all
top
not
tower
there.
is under attack.
It does prioritize over finishing whatever you're doing, just because like you can't be here while he's here. Or
Your
he's here.
top
We gotta
tower
bail.
is under
Again, we
attack.
walked low ground, which is like unnecessary with our attack range. You got to use your bottle charges and your wand. You got Firefly in a second. You got wand. All right. Again, you're walking around in circles around somewhere where he's not threatened. You have to run in a straight line to your tier 2. You very frequently just wiggle around under your tier 1 when you know he can dive it without any threat. You got to run to your tier 2.
Your top
Yeah,
tower
I don't know
is
why my
under
brain
attack.
thinks that like I'm used to League in which all towers
Try and
do the
deny your
same
tower,
damage,
Tony.
and so
Okay.
running out
You
of it
can
would
get
be
this kill.
counterproductive.
That's guaranteed to kill. I would hold your ult, Tony. You're walking very close, Tony. You're a very high range hero. Just turn on your auto attack and then just click on people. Toggle your auto attack on. That's, yeah, okay, we gotta back up. Yeah. Alright. We just gotta get some control of the map for now, where we completely run out of control. There's a haste rune bottom. We don't want to stand low ground for too long. When you're back up, Tony, you're probably going towards bottom. Gonna need a Lotus after your Glimmer on Galaxy so that you can
Somebody
Lotus off
just
track.
TP'd, but I don't know who.
We know that they can kill you under the tier 1 DK. They're gonna be getting vision up here, so they definitely see you, so be very careful.
Really know what to be doing then if I can't farm top bot lane.
You need to be grouping up with your
Your
team and
middle
going for a
tower
smoke
is
fight so you
under
guys can
attack.
reclaim vision. Like bottom is the safest
Your
place
middle
right now,
tower
but you
has
currently have
fallen.
no vision control anywhere. You need to be buying smokes if they exist, Galaxy.
Your top tower is under attack.
You guys have really strong buns up. Guys are coming, so you have to bail. You have haste rune active, DK? Yeah.
Yep.
They're trying to fight you. You guys gotta run away. He's gonna throw his Q at you if he sees you, Tony, and just keep going back to the tier 2. This is a good team fight
Your
if you guys can
bottom
group
tower
up with
is
your
under
team that just
attack.
showed up. I'd turn back around. Yeah, if we can get Galaxy not dead, we can definitely Maldic. Yeah, that's perfect. Beautiful. Alright, that guy's dead. Fantastic. We can take the next engagement if there's more people.
I don't have ult, but I'm coming.
I would just immediately go farm bottom now on Batrider or Tony. Somebody goes mid, somebody goes
There's
bottom.
two
Like, this is
behind
not
you.
worth chasing anymore.
Bounty
Bounty
yeah.
Hunter is there. We don't have dust on anybody, so
Bounty
we
and
don't kill
CM are
him.
both there.
Yeah. Gonna need to buy Dust of Appearance on people who want to kill Bounty, so that's probably gonna be
Okay, man.
everybody at this point eventually. It's just not worth being there. You could be CSing mid this entire time on
I
DK.
see. Saving allies not worth.
Well, I mean, even if you got those kills, it's gonna be maybe 20% of the money that you've missed mid, and it's gonna be like 10% of the XP. Careful, you don't want to tank tower too much. PL is just going to TP straight in. You need to, yeah, cross. You need to use the fact that you can go over hills and just go straight up hills and then TP away. TP, 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 TP. Just TP. Yeah, nice. Okay, that saves you. Good work. All right. When Firefly's back up, we use it to farm the camps. There's the double camps right here. One there, one here. I'm pinging for you on the map.
Oh,
There's
down.
2 camps here. Yeah, you can go into your deep jungle. There's 2 camps here. You can actually stack one of them if you can pull it out at... Okay, that's a little bit too early, but you can maybe stack this other one.
Oh, right. Is
You-
that in a minute?
Yeah, you got the stack on that one. Okay, cool. So yeah, now you kind of just stand in between the 2 of them and you just keep throwing your Qs and stuff back and forth. And then just, yeah, just keep like jiggling in a diagonal between the 2 camps.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And then we're building our neutral, and then we're just farming up our blink. Tony, we're building our neutral, and we're farming towards our Dragonlance. There's a Lotus in the pool if you want to try and get it to get mana back, but they are just going to kill your whole team in mid. Guys are at least getting some comeback kills, which is nice. Very good Maledict there. I think she gets to live though, unless we overwhelming odds in a second. Okay. We have phase boots while we're rooted. I don't know why we didn't just overwhelming odds her right there. That's crazy. Okay. Tony, because we are behind, you want to be auto-attacking the wave and pushing it out. You don't care about staticking anymore. We want to get this wave as deep into enemy territory as we can so that it takes them longer to push it back out to get it to our tower to kill our tower. So we're just trying to kill shit as fast as possible. I mean, we're still prioritizing getting the CS, but like, yeah, you don't need to like wait between CS. Bounty Hunter is running around here trying to hunt you, so just be careful. If you ult him under tower, he dies, but you don't have Firefly for a second. You can try and drag him under tower. Ult him, ult him, ult him, ult him, ult him. Ult him. Okay.
Why? I pressed it 3 separate times, but every time my movement canceled the ability.
Tony, he's revealed. If you can ult him, he dies from Maledict. Alright, we have guessed the wrong direction too many times, I think, but maybe we get him still? Yeah, get some Q stacks. Okay, he should probably die.
I think it's gonna be a little bit too little.
He's at 24 HP, so he's gonna live unless we have another dust or anything. Yeah, we just need to go get money. We are super, super poor on everybody. We have no items or dollars.
Yep.
Yeah, we still don't have our first item on DK at 19 minutes, so we just gotta keep going back to the jungle, keep farming our stats. Your first item is like a item that costs like 2,000 or more. That's a laning item.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I'll go draw on bottom.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Galaxy, I'd be focusing on making stacks in your deep jungle so that TK can farm them. Or just making stacks somewhere that you can defend.
We going? This is a fight. Are we?
We don't have
blink
blink on anybody. Like, we don't have any items to do this fight. We can get Maledict on the real one. She can die. The real one's the maledicted one. She's gonna die. Yeah. Gotta use your bottle if you can. Firefly up the hill. Okay.
Oh,
we just lingered for way too long. We got Glimmer Cave Galaxy. A little bit too late, unfortunately, because of fade time. Yeah, your CK is also dead now. Mostly just we don't have enough money from laning.
Dragonlance just doesn't feel like a sensible purchase. My first item I was going for was Blink, because that's at the moment that seems to be my utility.
I mean, Blink at least lets you get into fights. You have kind of farming buttons built into your kit, so you don't really need to buy a farming item. If you walk up here, you just die DK. Like, you have already shown they can just walk up and kill you. They have so much more money and net worth. Like, your Legion is going to probably just die here. Yeah. It is just to go to places where they aren't and dodge until you get your item. Like, you are just trying to get money. This is the same thing for Tony. We are just dodging them until we can get money. We know they have vision control here, so we are either like running and farming these camps or we're farming these camps. That's where we're doing the thing that I mentioned, Tony, of like buying ourselves the smoke and the obs to try and like get to their side of the map. Because right now you are farming in a place where they're going to run at you, Tony, and kill you. So just keep that in mind. If you think you can TP out and live, then you can be here, but they see you and they're going to try and fight you. Alright, we're just farming up our items. Alright, we see 4 mid, so we can be trying to push out lanes and be aggressive while there's 4 mid. They are walking in a line like this, though, so just be careful. Alright, we got the blink on the Bat Rider. We got our Dragonlance on Viper. They almost certainly have vision on you, Tony. Yeah. Just gotta run to the tier 2 if you can. Use your wand. Okay. You can throw the puddle down. Yeah. So, as I said, you know, when I drew this like line here 2 minutes ago, I said like they control this. If you try and farm that, they're gonna see like they have vision there. So we want to either be farming like in this space or in this space. This space is gonna be okay until that tier 2 dies. Galaxy, you are in super no man's land right now. Like, they almost certainly have an obs somewhere up here, and if they get you, you are super dead.
Dude, fuck off with your goddamn Phantom Lancer shit.
Just keep throwing your Q out, DK. Yeah, just back up. Just keep kiting. Alright, you can just keep throwing your Q out. That's probably real PL is that one. Alright, cool. Keep throwing your Q while you're doing it. Yup. Good work. That's real PL. He's gonna use this shit to run down the hill. Okay, I don't think we get to chase. Careful, Tony. There's still 4 up, and you're still super weak. Try and queue up whatever you're building from the rest of your build. Also, you have Dragonlance, Tony, so your attack range is pretty big. You always want to be trying to leverage that because of how dangerous things are. You just aggressively blinked and you have Firefly on cooldown now, DK, so you are all out of defensive tools and you are running in a straight line where they last saw you, so just be very careful. Like, they can still super kill you. They showed 2 heroes at least. I would again be like trying to get yourself vision down somewhere that lets you farm here, so like put a ward here that lets you see them coming, or a ward here that lets you see them coming.
I don't have any normal wards, I have sentries.
Okay. Well, that's not going to super help you, but that's the idea of where we want to be. We really want to be like smoking out and getting that vision with our Witch Doctor, ideally.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing my
They're going to be
here.
running at UDK. You've been standing on a wave in their territory. Just be very careful. That is very good, though. You want to try and stay in places where you don't think they're going to end up, essentially, is what we're doing right now. So you can go through Portal now, DK, and then try and cut a wave. If you retreat back into this, this is, like, bad. Yeah, he's going to die. Just let him die. Okay. Or good luck, I guess. You got your Greater Healing Lotus. Greater Healing Lotus. Bottom left item. Nice. Alright. They fucked up. I would immediately just go push back out top the way you were. You don't need to go regen, just go push top. Like, do it while people are dead. I'd be blinking to get there faster. Hold Firefly as your escape button. Alright, we know PL is killing our team, so we can use that because he's not here pushing this wave. Alright, he also fed. That's crazy. Okay, they're just throwing. This is great. This is how we get back into the game.
Oh wait, you said to save that as an escape.
Yeah, if you use Blink and Firefly, you are now all out of buttons and you're signaling to the enemy team, hey, come fight me. I'm all out of buttons to do anything about it if you come fight me. So yeah, just be like, throw your buttons and then I'd be blinking away. They can TP to tier 2. They are going to be on you if they already did. Like, I'd be blinking. Like, I would not have even stayed for those CS. I would have just immediately bailed because once you see like 2 heroes respawn, it's going to be like a 2-second TP for them to get here if they went in the trees. Like, they would have already been on you. All right, Legion is getting blown up mid. We can go through the portal and try and cut a wave.
Yep. Oh. Sometimes I swear I click nowhere near the fucking thing and it still just takes the portal.
There's a regen rune bottom if we can end up grabbing that on DK. Also, we still really want like deep enemy vision if we can smoke out with our team on Witch Doctor.
Fuck's the wave.
So the waves spawn at 30 seconds. You can always look at your wave and mirror it to their side. So your wave is about to cross tier 2. That means their wave is about to cross tier 2.
1.
Yeah.
And now.
Your team is somehow winning a fight in your triangle, so that's good. I would go try and get the regen rune mid, DK, if you can, just to put it in your bottle. They're like just crazy throwing in your triangle, so I would just be using this to go push out other parts of the map. Like, we still want to be trying to like end up deep on the enemy side, because that's the safest spot to be right now. If we walk there in a straight line down a lane, we're gonna reveal on somebody. So if you're going to try and fight, then that's fine. But if you're going to try and get vision, like, your smoke is gonna pop if you run into dudes, so be careful. PL has not been seen for a sec, DK, so just be careful. Oh, Naga's chasing you. You gotta blink away. Blink and try and, like, TP out if you have to. She's pretty fast, but, and you unfortunately leave a trail exactly where you're going. Okay, she gave up. Cool. We can go through a portal and cut the wave top.
Do I go on this bounty hunter?
If you think you kill him with your ult,
Or, you know, let Legion initiate.
Yep, you can just kill him. Legion doesn't need to get the last hit to win the duel. She needs him to die while the duel is going on. So if you had turned your Q on and clicked him there some more, she gets permanent bonus damage. She doesn't have to get the last hit. He just has to die before her duel timer runs out. So you do want to press all your buttons and guarantee whoever she's fighting ends up dead. So she gets the damage. There's a new rune to bottle bottom. Just be careful. We see Drow here, and if she silences you, you super die on bat. So just be careful. We can be attacking the wave and making it follow us, and then use our flame break, or like not flame break.
Don't go in there.
Firefly to like fight it and a camp.
Arm
If it sees the creep wave, it won't follow you. But if you like catch it before it hits your creep wave, you can farm the wave and the camps. All right, we're doing a very good job catching up. Tony, you're gonna have to try and TP if you can. Once they throw a net, they have no stuns. Okay, they have no stuns for Witch Doctor, but we probably waited a little too long. Okay, she's wasting that. We gotta push, DK. Don't finish jungling. Push. We see all 5 of them. We push. All right, they're gonna come for you, DK. Like, they can see you on under the tower vision. I'd just be like throwing your flame break, yeah, and then just blinging in the trees, and then try and go through portal again. Yep, go through portal. Okay, yeah, like that's not worth it. We bail. Okay, yeah, we're just trying to go through portal and cut the wave. You can send your courier to you. You have a lot of money currently. You've been doing very good.
Yeah,
dying.
I have not been buying.
Yeah.
I don't know what to purchase though, because the game state's funky.
Honestly, you just want to be purchasing things that keep you alive if somebody presses a button on you, which is at this point, unironically, it's probably going to be something like a force staff. That's probably going to be helpful for you. BKB also grid. That's also a good option. You want to be cutting this wave. You don't want to be running at their team. Like, I still don't think you fight them, but okay. I mean, you're already here. You might as well, I guess. All right, but your Legion's already dead. Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, just... Okay, yeah, I guess go fight. Yeah. Try and grab her. Use your Q constantly. Keep queuing. Even as you're dying, keep queuing. Yeah, unfortunate. We just don't have enough damage.
No, I didn't have my stuff yet.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to keep pushing. Like, you kind of already had showed up, and you could try.
No,
but,
Gar,
yeah.
that was not intentional. I didn't even realize I wasn't walking to the bot. I was meaning to go bot wave. At some point, I must have.
Be very careful, Galaxy. They have so many ways to reveal you. You got a glimmer if you see the Q coming at you. That'll disjoint it. Or at least you won't take the big chunk of damage. Why are there 400 of them all the time? Phantom Lancer's ability. If I have my overlay working, you should be able to just read his ability here.
It was broken for me for a long time. I don't think it was like necessarily you. I think it just is broken, or was essence. All right, I am up.
Very careful, Galaxy. You got a glimmer. Oh god, that's a Drow right there. You cannot start your ults directly in gust range of Drow ever.
She just hadn't done anything on me.
I mean, you might kill her with Maledict now. Yeah, she dies to Maledict, but we try to not gust directly in front of the...
Good fucking
You want to use your blade mail when you're getting beat up on Tony? It'll reflect a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't think.
I'm like
look how many Phantom Lancers there.
He is John Phantom Lancer. You don't have your glimmer, you cannot walk out at him, Galaxy. Okay. You are alive at the graces of this guy buying back. Did we even clip the real one? I hope so.
Dude, what is he doing?
Okay, well,
is under attack.
Maybe they continue to
This is
throw.
a Herald game.
We got Dust, Galaxy, Dust. Cool. Got Glimmer Cape, you can keep walking up, but you got a Glimmer Cape. Okay, you didn't Glimmer Cape, so you are now netted and killed because the net reveals you. You have to, if you see Naga running at you, you have to Glimmer Cape preemptively. Otherwise, she's gonna net you and that will kill you. Very good ult DK. Just try and throw Puddle when you have it on Tony. If she starts fighting you, we got Blade Mail.
I can't even move. It's very annoying.
That's how Naga Siren's ult works, is nobody can move or take damage. Very good Glimmer Cape there. That the real one is this one. Tony, you gotta help your team fight.
Help me! Oh.
Drow is hitting you, you gotta try and be careful. You got Wand, but
Don't think it'll
you got
matter.
Healing Lotus and
Witchhunter
Backpack
got
as
stunned
well.
for Drow.
Alright, try and walk into Fountain to heal. Okay, careful. Yeah. We just want to sustain until we get another hero back. We're not looking to fight. We just want to stay alive. Got some good money. You can probably buy parts of another item.
I think Naga literally just autoed me to death.
It
Yeah,
appears to
100%.
not be up. It might need an update. I'll check it. You gotta try and stop the
Your
creeps from hitting Ancient.
is under attack.
I think they're probably doing. Really?
Alright, we still have 2 lanes, so like it could be worse. They didn't get megas. They almost certainly have vision up here, so be very careful. Just like if they have vision up there, they already see you, Tony. So just be careful. You're walking to a high ground where we don't know where people are. You can be farming there if you want
Holy
to, but
show.
it's just we don't have any vision anywhere, so it's very scary. If you walk up like this, you're gonna die. Yeah, you might already be dead. Yeah, just alter. You really wanted to alter,
Why-
Tony. Yeah, unfortunate.
It.
It's all good. You have Blade Mail if they try and fight you. I'd Blade Mail. Nice.
Is under attack.
Alright, now we're just clicking Q from inside base. We're just queuing.
Your ancient
Alright.
is under attack.
That was
Real
unfortunately
one, oh
not the real
no.
one. Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
Is under attack.
We can flame break the real one into base. That'd be great.
I don't have flame break.
Yeah.
I also can't
Careful,
tell
they
if
walked
one is
downhill.
up
You got your wand, but yeah, it's too late. Alright, GG.
Dire victory.
there. Jesus. I don't bully PA and it results in 300 million of his clones killing us all.
PL, yeah. In general, you should win against him 1000 because he's not a mid laner, he's just a hard carry.
Yeah.
So if they send a hard carry mid, you should just bully him, but he does have 428 games, so he has a lot more games than you. Yeah, we're just
I knew he
very
summoned
I don't-
clones.
I do not like last hitting with range heroes.
It
Yeah.
is rough.
you do have to, yeah, it does make you account for projectile travel time.
For me, it's just damage. Like,
Just-
Batrider's autos feel like they do 20.
I have to like. God,
What's on your mind?
that just
Tony?
sucked. I just hated that entire fucking game.
Did you not like Viper's kit, or is it more so just because it snowballed out of control after laning?
It, like, I just. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'm told it's like, oh, you should be dominating this lane, but then it just doesn't turn out that way.
Yeah, it's mostly due to how we play it. Like the characters, I can tell you about how the matchups work with the abilities, but ultimately it is about the people who are controlling the characters, right? So your lane matchup against Naga CM, you definitely do win that lane from a hero standpoint, because we can land Maledict on all of the illusions, which will super turbo instantly kill them if we drop Viper Puddle underneath them. And CM is just CM, so CM dies because we click her, like, and even just 3 stacks of Q is enough to burn like half of her HP.
I'm playing like I'm still like playing as if I need to be like, I'm playing like I'm still a melee. Like I'm just folding under any sort of pressure that everybody is giving me.
Like
And
lane presence wise, like positioning.
Or it's like they just immediately see that they can bully me, and I'm just I just lose it.
I think it looked like you picked the first facet. The second facet for Viper is Caustic Bath, and it gives you extra survivability in your poison pool in your W. And if you level that earlier and use it more often, it gives you much better ability to sort of stake out claim in an area and survive there.
Unfortunately, I have to dip.
Thanks for playing,
I'm
PK.
correct about the other game.
Yeah, I don't really think changing the facet is gonna be the difference maker.
Yeah,
It's mostly just gonna be if we're gonna try and commit to learning a ranged character, maybe we could just try somebody else if you don't feel like he's a good fit. But in general, CSing as ranged, I won't just say it's universally easier. I will say the reason I wanted you to swap to a ranged character is because you are losing harass because your posturing in lane is confused. You are presenting as strong with your positioning when you're weak, and you're presenting as weak with your positioning when you're strong. Being ranged gives you a lot more freedom to figure that out without being penalized, because you don't have to get as close to change your posturing. So it gives you a lot more freedom to, if you have been posturing as strong when you are weak, you will be farther away, so you have more time to react to realizing you were posturing wrong, and you're less likely to get killed. That and you don't have to close the gap on CS, and you don't have to creep aggro as much because you can CS from further away. However, it does also come with the trade-off that you don't have Stout Shield built into your kit, which like is a thing where melee heroes will take less damage from creeps. So like if you tank creeps, you'll tank creeps harder on a ranged character. And also you have to account for projectile travel time, and you will on the whole have less starting auto attack damage. So like there are upsides and downsides. I won't say it's strictly easier to CS. There's upsides and downsides to both. The main reason I wanted you to swap to range was to give you a better fighting chance in the like positional harassment understanding. How did you feel about your positioning that game, Galaxy?
I felt like it was hard because we were behind, and Witch Doctor is fairly fragile. There was definitely times where I messed up the order of my buttons.
Yeah, you're having your two randoms both go hard carries is rough.
Yeah. Playing a sustained support is a switch for me, so that is an adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of weren't, because
it's worth.
For the parts of the lane where we needed you to be a John sustain hero, you didn't have the sustain button, so you weren't really a sustain hero.
I needed to level W early. better and more often.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to play a sustain hero, Witch Doctor is not one of the ones that I immediately think of because he's definitely way stronger if you level his Q and his E. I was more thinking of like a Oracle or a Warlock or like people whose heals are an integral part of their kit as opposed like I really do feel like Witch Doctor's heal is like an afterthought when you think about his kit.
It's true.
So like
I kind of hate all those heroes.
Yeah.
Enchantress I could try.
That requires like strong micro skills, so I don't know what your micro skills are, but if you do not feel like you have strong micro skills, I guess there's no better time to learn, but also like she is much weaker if you're not good at microing your creep with you.
Be careful.
I think it's better to do it in a game where it's me and Tony and Della than to be messing around with it if Kismet and
and I are playing,
and other people are playing.
That is fair. What are
the?
Go ahead.
So, like, I was just kind of
Not always kind.
like I don't know if it was just like I didn't harass like nearly enough as I should, but it was all I always felt on the back foot if I ever had to harass a hero.
Yeah.
Cause like it's like very early on spending the mana to use my Q is like I just couldn't. I felt like I couldn't just freely use it, and when the Naga was basically obfuscating with clones, it just never felt worth.
So in general on Viper, unlike on Axe or Doom or whatever, you don't really have anything else that your mana does. Like, right, you don't have a stun that you have to save. You don't have an initiation button. Your mana as a resource is used to hit things harder. All of your buttons just hit things harder. Like, that is all your mana does. And that's why you're scary in lane, is because you don't have anything to save your mana for. You don't care if it kills the guy. All you care about is that they fuck off and you leave you alone, right? Like, we don't need to be playing the lane for kills. We can just play it for the fuck you, I want to get these CS, go away. And that is kind of what I want you to think about if you're going to play Viper more. Because, yeah, I will like, get us to laning stage here. But, yeah, there's definitely, like, just our positioning in general is just kind of too passive. Like, right now, the second that I walk up, because, like, this is a melee character, right? So every time that they want to get a CS, they either have to creep aggro and make it run towards them, or they have to walk up. They have, like, eventually they're gonna have their net, right? So, like, let's say it's level 1, that's 500 attack range. Our attack range is 575. They literally cannot interact with you right now. If you are good at kiting and you maintain the distance between you and them, they have nothing they can do. None of their abilities are the big enough range to reach you because your auto attack range is bigger. You can just be standing and clicking on them, because if you manually cast your Q, it doesn't pull creep aggro. You can literally be standing here, like, and vibing and, like, waiting to time your deny, to time your CS, and the entire time that you're standing here, every time she's in range, Q, 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 Q. This person walks up, Q, Q, Q. Like, they can't do anything about it. They can't fight you. Eventually, you'll run out of mana, yeah, but you spend all of that mana blowing them the fuck up. That doesn't just, like, go away. So, like, we don't have to be super scared about running out of mana. I like that we didn't get the full creep aggro, but, like, yeah, like, right now, you're full mana, you're not using your mana regen. You could just be clicking Q, 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 Q. And yeah, we see that she now, oh, so she leveled the illusion spell level 1, right? And we don't know which one is her. That's fine. They don't last forever. We can wait for them to go away. They will go away eventually. But also, the second that we hit level 2 and we have Puddle, it is very easy to tell. Well, I won't say very easy. It's a thing you'll get used to over time. They will not die at the same rate that she dies. So like we can use that as our to our advantage for trying to figure out which one is her. But also that's just going to be a thing where Galaxy will come in. The illusions will only be scary if they're not maledicted. So if we have Galaxy on Witch Doctor in this lane, you can just wait until they're all maledicted, and then we're just throwing puddle, and then we don't give a fuck. But in general, like literally even in this first wave, the first 2 waves, we're just right there. We're just tanking a bunch of creep damage. We're letting CM walk up and press buttons on us for free. We're running away from this person when they walk up instead of clicking on them. Like, I do like that we're doing creep aggro stuff. Like, that is good. But we're still full mana. We haven't clicked Q a single time yet. We're letting CM punch us some more. We still haven't queued anybody. And, like, now, like, look at the state of the lane now, right? Like, they are going to be, they're almost at level 2. You're a little bit behind because they've gotten some denies on you. But like, look at your HP. What do you like you are not scary anymore. Even though you're full mana and your Q should be really scary, you're low. Like that you are not scary anymore. Same with Galaxy. Like you have not been taking favorable trades. You're at half HP. Like the lane is already really bad. And like combine that with the fact that like we are now like the lane is going to end up bouncing towards them. Like this is just things are rough. Also, yeah, they've blocked the large camp. We should respond to that at like ASAP on Galaxy.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like we've already looked at enough of this, of the dynamic of the lane has already been created. It's you guys are low HP, she's huge, you're intimidated, you don't have enough HP to be scary anymore. Things are already bad. What do you think in terms of like what I've described?
I don't know. It's like like hindsight is always 20/20, but it's like I'm always just kind of frustrated that it's like I'm not sure why I didn't make the audible before if I knew that something was happening.
I mean, as the game is hard, we are still in our first 100 games. Like we're playing a character we had never played before. I don't think you've run into Naga Siren maybe more than like twice. I generally just think like whatever pressure you are putting on yourself, try and absolve yourself of it and focus on like, what did I learn? What am I trying to do next? Because that's like how we're actually going to get better. And more importantly, that's how you're going to have fun. Like it should not be about win or lose. It should be about like, what skills are we improving on? What new knowledge are we gaining? Like, cool. Okay. We now know about like what this character does, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. We know what the character on the enemy team does, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. And it's just going to be about putting these like little things together as we move forward. Do you have any questions or anything, or do we want to try and run it back?
I think so. I don't know. It just felt so outside of my wheelhouse that I didn't feel very like I know the generalities of like how like a Viper should play, but then I I don't do well on the pilot seat.
Yeah, I mean, it was your first time playing them. That just comes with time. But also, like, don't let me pull you in a direction that you don't want to go, right? The reason why I made the recommendations I did is because of the signals you're putting out. So, like, I can only recommend as well as you can tell me what feels good, what feels bad. And what you've been describing, like, the things that feel bad, the best solution I could come up with is like, oh, you are struggling really hard because you're getting harassed out of lane and like you're getting better at timing your CS and you're getting better at creep aggro, but you're like getting beat up too much. What can we do about that? So that's why I made the recommendations I did, because those like help fix that. But if that doesn't resolve what you're feeling and like what's happening for you, that's fine. You can communicate that. We can keep you on whatever like you feel feels good. I'm just trying to help you. Like, I'm here for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also just like I also just immediately see the like level 11 PL at like 10 minutes and just like I don't know how to deal with that, man.
Unfortunately, that is the exact same thing that I was trying to get DK to do, which they were doing successfully until they got baited into a fight and stopped. Which is the you don't fight that guy until you're strong enough to fight him. We DK for the part of the game where their net worth is the highest for a solid like 2 minutes was just cutting waves and farming the enemy's deep jungle. And then it ran all the way back to take a losing fight mid and lost. And then the game, they never got to do that again. They never got back out of base to do that. But that is exactly what you could have been doing on Viper as well. It's just if things are bad and fighting people is not the play, then things are bad and fighting people is not the play. We don't engage with them. And unfortunately, that requires getting out of the base. That requires getting to a place where they don't expect you to be. And that requires either like pathing pathing to their side of the map when we see them, or it requires smoking and like getting there like when we don't see them. But a lot of it is like during opportunities when we see all of them on the map, or well, I say it might be partly because we're not looking at the mini map enough, but it's like if you see 5 heroes on the map somewhere that you aren't, that's an opportunity. We should immediately drop whatever we're doing and reassess what is the best thing I can do when I know at where everybody is and it's not right here killing me. Because like those opportunities happened a lot that game. They were not being very careful with their positioning and revealing heroes under tower or revealing them on creep waves and stuff. But unfortunately, a lot of the times when we see all 5 enemy heroes, we are pacing in base, or we are pacing behind the tower, or we are farming a jungle camp right next to our base. And it's like, that's not what's going to get us back in the game. But ultimately, all of these things are like consequences of the game has like fallen apart already. So the answer to what should you do when there's a PL 5 billion levels over you, the ideal answer is there shouldn't be one, but there are things we can do and we can keep working on those things. Do you feel like go ahead?
It's just like more of a sense of like demoralization just halfway through the game, that it's like I don't know.
The
Really
answer to that is like the lane has to go your way, and
yeah. So there are 2 things. One, yeah, lane going your way makes you have more agency because you'll be strong enough to do things. But also what I just described, I'm trying to give you a way to not have a moral like blow to your a blow to your morale. Is like the game is never over until it's over. There is stuff you can do, you just weren't doing it. And I tried multiple times to like say like this is what we need to do, and it just didn't happen. And if that's confusing, then you can ask me questions about it, or like I can elaborate. But there are things you can do even when you're super behind. We just didn't do them. So like it doesn't have to be a crazy demoralizing thing. Because it's not like the game is just like completely ended. They threw so much. They threw so many times. We just didn't capitalize off it enough, and we threw back a bunch. But it is all ultimately going to be like you will feel greater agency if you get more dollars. It really is just that simple. Like our number of dollars in these games is still very, very rough. So more creeps spawn in at 15 minutes. But just like at 10 minutes you could have CS to 80 lane creeps, right? We ended the game at 90 CS in a 35-minute game.
Yeah, it again, like that's also what's sending me is just like I never seem to have been like improving on the basis of, winning the lane. Or there's something that throws me for a loop and it just ruins my ability to lane.
Yeah, it's I mean, laning is one of the most challenging parts of the game because it is just a raw like matchup. There is no like I can call upon my team to help me. You have your lane partner, but sometimes if you're mid, you don't have a lane partner. And it is really just a like one of the highest like skill floor types of things because there's just so many variables going on. In terms of morale and stuff, I think it's just about like what are you here for? What makes the game cool for you? What makes it fun? And just trying to focus on that and playing your own game. Like maybe you set yourself smaller goals and try and do things that are achievable, because right now I feel like if you walk into the game with the like goal being I crush and we like dumpster, like and that's your goal every game, and then you can't do that. Yeah, well, I feel like you set yourself up for failure. Like your goal was not a like like a actionable, articulable goal. So unless you can tell me exactly what these steps are to achieve like what you are currently craving, then maybe you need to like reevaluate internally what your current structure of like rewarding yourself or punishing yourself is, because it just kind of sounds like nebulously you have the goal of do really good, and then if that is not fulfilled, which it can't be because we have not like defined steps to get there, then you feel like you fucked up. And it's like I feel like not even in a gameplay perspective, but in a like internal emotional state perspective, I feel like there's stuff you could do there, there's changes you could make there that would make you have a much better time. Do you feel like you have actionable steps towards whatever you are currently like trying to get out of the next match you play?
It'd be hard. It's hard to really come up with something just right now. Like even just like coming into something, I just have I don't know. There's parts of my play that I can like retroactively look at and say, okay, that was bad, and I shouldn't do that anymore. But then it always seems like I just revert back to doing the bad thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really
articulate the
say
specifics.
what specifically
Yeah.
it is.
Well, how about we do set a specific thing so that we can like have that in mind? How about we set a like specific goal of like a number of CS or a time at which you're going to try really hard to pressure a tier 1, or a time that you want to get your Dragon Lance by, or like give yourself some like actual actionable thing you're trying to achieve, that you can feel some amount of satisfaction over, that you can like work towards. Because I feel like if it sounds like from the like what you're communicating that your current mental state about the game is a nebulous gray fog that you don't seem to have much information on, or at least you can't describe it to me. And it's like, okay, let's crystallize that into like shit that you can actually get done. Because right now it just sounds like you are giving yourself a redacted form that lists all your goals and things you need to get done on it, but it's all blacked out. And then the game ends and you update in your brain, well, we didn't do all of the things, so now I have to feel bad. And it's like, okay, but we didn't even like, you didn't even give yourself the opportunity to do any of the things because you never like thought about what the things were. You just went in with the like confused fog cloud of, I guess I'll do my best. And then at the end you're like, I fucked up. But you're allowed to feel like you fucked up, but let's at least know the specifics of what we were trying to do. And then if you didn't do them, you can feel like you fucked up, but like, it's not useful to just be down on yourself, parentheses, everything. You can be down on yourself for a specific thing and then you can learn from it and get better. But if it's just penalizing yourself emotionally for gestures at everything, that's not productive for you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So let's just try and like this game. If you end up playing Viper again, like we don't know because he might be banned or whatever. But if you end up getting 3 and you end up getting Viper, let's just like have the thing we focus on to just be, try not let our mana be full. Like let's just try and always have at least using some of our mana regen, and then let's shoot for like 40 CS by 10 minutes. That'd be 50%.
Okay.
That means you get 2 creeps out of every wave. Or you can miss an entire wave, but then you have to get the entire next one. And like those can be actionable, articulable goals. We try and use our mana, we get at least half the CS. And that also lets you like, if you can like drive a stake into the ground and like mark a goal of this is a thing, because as I said, I was like describing your vibes about Dota seem to be like a nebulous gray fog. But if we start drawing ourselves a map of how we feel about things by staking a like point into the ground, creating a crystallized like thing on a grid on a map in our like emotional state about the game of here's a goal that's concrete, it has exact steps, it has a did you do it or did you not do it. By evaluating how you feel about that, you can probably start filling in the blanks around it, because you can use it as a like point of reference towards how you feel about other stuff. Also, while we're queuing, I would recommend either go into demo or go into Last Hit Trainer, and click on creep. Galaxy, do you have in mind who you might play as John Sustainman if you end up as support again?
Yeah, I'm gonna try Warlock.
Okay. Yeah, that should be really strong. Especially because like Viper doing crazy big damage does make Fatal Bonds like really scary later in the game as well.
This big rock is fun.
Yeah, and then let's also think about our starting items again, like not just spend 150 gold on a recipe. Ideally, I'd really like you to start lane with 2 sentries. Like 2 sentries is just kind of incredibly strong because
Yeah,
you
makes
know
sense.
you want to block their shit. and you know eventually they're going to unblock it, so that having a second one lets you reblock instantly, but also if they're good, they're going to block your camp too, and having the second sentry lets you immediately after a minute, if you see that nobody was standing in it and it didn't spawn, you can immediately unblock and make sure you have the pull for 2 minutes. Because unfortunately, because of how the like off lane is positioned, on safe as a safe laner, it's much easier to like go start getting your neutrals early, right? But as in the off lane, you kind of have to get them through pulls, or you have to get them through like just fighting those camps straight up. But pulls are gonna be the far superior method because you don't have to tank. And you can only get the pull if our camp is unblocked. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick while we queue. Be right back. Go. I return.
Welcome back.
How are we doing in like last hit trainers type stuff? Tony, do you feel like it goes okay?
It goes good and then goes bad.
What do you think makes it go bad?
Uh, Probably, I don't know. It's like
I fly, Finesse.
I guess it's like a combination of, oh, I wasn't paying attention to like how the equilibrium was playing out like in real time.
Yeah, so in general, that is something that you have to fix manually. There will always be one creep who's probably going to die first. If there's ever two, you have to fix that by either preemptively getting deny damage in, which is very hard because you can only do that when a creep is below half, which means like if it's below half and the enemy creep is that's also going to die at the same time as below half. Unless you have really high attack speed or really high damage, it's tough to get the deny and the CS. It's just about training your eye to see those types of things happening earlier and like preemptively attacking one of the creeps, whichever one's possible, to get it to definitely die first. And then sometimes it is about positioning or stop canceling animations and stuff.
On leathern wings.
Choose your hero.
What is
30
our
seconds to
damage
battle.
like on Jonathan Viper? 49.
Swoop to battle. Overseen.
Fucking uphill mischance on it.
Thrust ahead. I glide on. I fly.
I've actually been building a Falcon Blade on Viper lately,
Oh, die.
and you almost end up with too much mana, but it means you can just absolutely spam both your Q and your W.
Rage. Yes.
Falcon Blade
Yeah,
is
that's
a
what
strong
most
early
guides
game.
are putting as early game. I didn't build. I built the Dragon Lance first though, because it was. I don't know. I just never felt safe.
I would say
had
the
been doing
Falcon
that,
Blade will make
and I think it's a
laning a lot
mistake.
easier.
With malicious.
I think the Falcon Blade is very good.
Forward.
I had never built it before until I started playing Drow a couple months ago, and it's just so powerful on lane.
Is it building before I buy boots or?
That can depend on the lane.
So
Welcome back,
yeah.
DK.
it
Hi.
depends a little bit on what you need.
I managed to go pick up Wendy's for my nesting partner, and then I booked a flight before the queue finished.
Wow. All right. Yeah, we did a lot of yapping before queuing.
I did see that. Yeah, I was watching. I was listening. I shouldn't say watching. That's dangerous. I was listening to it in the car as I was going.
Gotcha.
I want to potentially try someone that's not fucking Bat Rider mid lane, but I don't
my
even know
first
who to
recommendation is
do,
Leshrac.
So what I'm gonna do instead. First, I want to test a theory I had that I couldn't ask you because I was driving and I didn't want to die.
Okay.
Which is, I tend to save my Q to kind of like stack up the hero to deter them, but almost every hero in the game, it feels like, has more auto attack damage than I do as Bat Rider. So I'm thinking what I might do is start using like 2 casts of the Q on the creep wave, just so I can stop fucking missing the creeps.
I mean, whatever is
And
gonna
if I
help
can
you
hit the
get your
enemy
CS.
as well,
Yeah,
and
like
if it
Bat
hits the enemy
Rider.
as well, that's good. But
Bat Rider's starting damage is not like the lowest in the game, but it is very low. Like you're usually going to have probably around anywhere between 6 to like 12 damage less than the people you're against. You can also just fix this by getting like more stats. You're a universal hero, so literally every single stat point gives you a little bit of damage.
yeah.
Yeah, every point gives you attack damage of 0.45. So depending on how much money you get at the start of the game, you can just forego regen in favor of stats and then use the improved ability to CS to buy yourself regen early. But that requires us to like not tank creeps and to be in a favorable matchup and like not trade and stuff.
Yeah. Napalm speed, duration, damage. But luck.
What are you? So I know you usually have a fairy fire. What was your starting items last game? Let's take a look.
Sticks, blood rune, fairy fire, and the tango. And the blood grenade is because if I can get them with 4 stacks and they're anywhere near my high ground, I should theoretically be able to blood grenade and then walk them
All
down
right,
and kill
fuck
them.
the blood grenade. 1000% fuck the blood grenade. We do not give a fuck about the blood grenade. That is 50 gold of our starting gold we are reclaiming back. That gives us no, and that does not help us lane at all. That is a gamble on can we kill a guy, and I don't care if you can
This
kill the
is
guy.
true.
I care about can you kill the creeps, and it does not help you kill creeps at all. So we're Xing that out forever. I think you should probably that's where your obs was at the beginning. I think you should do a circlet. I think you could probably get a circlet in there. Go like stick, circlet, fairy fire, tango.
What does circlet build into?
Circlet doesn't have to build into anything. It is just 2+2 all stats. Oh,
Okay.
do you gotta head out,
I-
Tony, or did you explode?
No, my game crashed,
Oh wow.
Well,
doing nothing.
Dota 2 moment.
Typical Dota. Yeah.
But yeah, so every stat point you get is 0.45 damage, right? So +2 all stats is +6 times 0.45. So you're getting like almost 3 damage,
more damage.
from that.
That's
and
all I
then-
need, because Witch Doctor is who I practiced with the most in terms of last hitting, and Witch Doctor has like 40 to 50 range damage.
Yeah,
Error
so
is 38 to 42, which is just, it's so low.
yeah. It is very low, but it's because you have like really strong attack
Buku
damage scaling.
Other shit,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe the play I need to sort of wrap my head around is I just use sticky napalm to guarantee CS, and if I can harass them, cool. But money is definitely the big thing. That and correctly pulling the creep waves.
Yeah, the main thing that I want you to focus on is like you are here for money. Killing the opponent is super secondary. Harassing them is important and killing them is important, but the reason you're doing it is so that you can
Just to make sure I can get money.
Yeah, exactly. So that you can get money.
Got it.
And so like a lot of the times when I see you trading for stuff, it's like you trade a bunch of HP, they trade a bunch of HP, and both of you are just missing all of your creeps while this is happening. And I'm like, what is this fight for? Like neither of you are doing this to like get CS and force the other person off of it. You're both just like over here having like the drunken bar fist fight, and I'm like, who is this for?
I was doing it because
Oh my god, man.
I have to type my message.
Oh, fuck me.
Is it bots?
It's bots.
It's bots.
Dude, come on.
Time for asking one of your randoms to tank the abandon. You want another player? I don't know if that makes it better.
Yeah, we were a 5-stack last time. That didn't help.
Yeah. If you want to play, you're always welcome, Jet, but I do not think that makes it better. Also, I don't know what your skill bracket is, but having Galaxy v Herald does help a little bit.
Your turn to
Oh,
pick.
right. Hold on. Actually, this is good practice. So I can figure out. Okay,
Are we
where the hell's
just
circlet?
doing the bum rush middle?
Oh shit. I actually should
Yeah,
not have picked
we should
Warlock.
have, but
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Are we actually doing this, or?
Well,
I mean,
there's
you
no
have to at
reason
least
not
get
to.
first blood. So, all right, so there's two things that we have not, or there's two things we know. There's one thing we haven't tested yet. We know if you just raw dog abandon, it's 30-minute penalty. We know that if you get a kill, but it's, or that if you feed and you feed to a building, that doesn't count as first blood and it counts as an abandon. We have not actually gotten first blood and then abandoned the game and found out if it's the 5-minute or 30-minute penalty. So we don't actually know if you kill a guy and he dies and he doesn't die to a building and he actually fucking dies. We've not tested that and then left. But I also don't feel like, I don't know, like it could end up in the 30-minute thing again. I don't know what the rules are anymore. But you do not have a
All right,
draft
Galaxy,
for,
be the guinea pig.
you do not have a draft for exploding buildings fast. So, and also you have two randoms who are probably, I don't know, you can maybe try and convince them to. I don't know if they have coaches
Prepare
pre-muted, so I
for
don't know if
battle.
me typing that like the enemy team is all Steam bots like actually got through to them, but one of you guys can type that again, like the enemy team is not real people. It is all bots. They are going to walk to top lane and stand there. Did I get my Dota mic working? I think so. Yeah, that was just Steam being weird. It should work in game.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I heard an echo.
30 seconds to battle.
You can get all 4 bounty runes. We know they don't contest them.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. I'll just head that way. Galaxy.
Enemy
down,
team
I
is
don't know
all
if that's-
Steam bots. They're not going to contest bounty runes. Just try and end the game and report everybody. Make sure you report the entire enemy team if you haven't already.
Mm.
The battle begins.
Sad. Let's see what is on Julio's profile. Are you?
Actually, this is good. I can test my thing.
They have
theory.
18 games. Private.
No,
Steam
it's still not
profile,
quite
maybe?
right.
I'm gonna try and get level 6.
The fucking timing on that is just so icky.
Oh, you didn't get your fairy fire. That's another 2 damage.
I got an extra stick. Does the stats not better?
Yeah, you're supposed to. Oh, I mean, the stick is technically it's giving you 3 times 0.45, which is slightly less than the +2 from fairy fire. Yeah, stick is 1.3. Whereas fairy fire is 2. It's not like that's a huge difference though. You can E the building since it's already attacking a creep.
One by one.
You want to E the building, Tony? Alright, we E the building. Cool.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Are you getting like any money from killing these people? Guess it's giving you 100 gold each time, so you know.
Why me? Huh? Oh, right, I forgot.
High foe. Unfortunate on both accounts. Why is he getting a fucking Vanguard? You don't need a. What are you gonna be vanguarding?
They're just
Be able
following
to tank
the
the
guide.
tower.
Careful, the creeps aren't attacking the tower, so they're gonna hit you. Yeah, you're dead.
Goodbye.
Oh! The fucking passive HP regen. Oh yeah, so if the creeps
We live, let's
again, like
go.
because of how the lane is drawn out and the way that the creeps meet, you have to remember the tower cares about things that are attacking it and then things that are standing near it. So if you are the one attacking it, even if your creeps are closer than you, if they're not hitting the tower does not care about them.
Wicked
Right,
Yeah,
we
I think that's
eat a
like
building.
honestly, it really is just like 10 years of unlearning mechanics from League.
Yeah.
There's like so many things. I'm like, why did I do that? And then I think for like 2 seconds, and it's like, oh right, because in League that is what you would do 100% of the time. Like
Dude, if you can
circling
get the
tower.
rampage.
There's no reason to run a second tower in League. They all do the same damage.
Yeah.
Did either of us get those last two? Because I think we both missed it.
I'm not doing anything, bro.
We're just clicking.
Vibe.
Is rolling the name of the technique for like hitting the buttons faster? Dude, this axe has his Vanguard. That's crazy. Wow. What a fast Vanguard.
I thought the minions were attacking it. Goddamn.
What is this Terrorblade doing at this point? He's just AFK in the trees as well.
Now back out.
Might be dead.
Got 11 HP. 22 HP. We're chilling. Easy.
It's just like League. I do the same thing. I had an achievement in League that I had Grandmaster level in, which was just survive on single digit HP.
I don't know. Terrorblade bought something else. So if he is a bot, he's not the same bot as the ones we've been playing against. He is
bought
private
him this
Steam
time?
profile.
No, I think that's a person. He's just a special person.
He's just playing with
he's-
all the bots.
Yeah, I don't know. You guild. He's part of the Dragon Ball GT guild, so I don't know. Yeah, he's moving around. He's a real guy. He's got a website in the name, but like I don't think he's a bot. I think he's just some dude. He's doing too much like sporadically standing still. Like he's I don't know. If he is a bot, he's a better bot than these guys. Nice.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
You can keep that catapult alive, that'd be very pog.
Now wait, now next I need to... We need this catapult to not be the first thing that goes under the tower. Okay, not dead.
Are you trying to get Hags Galaxy?
Am I trying to what?
That's so much money. Just get a meteor hammer. I see you have Ags
I want
queued
2
up.
golems.
Oh my god. Fucking 4 null talismans. Oh, if you could fortify, keep fortify. Oh! Okay, yeah, you gotta keep your catapult alive. Force the tower to attack something else. Well, yeah, like don't die for it, but you want to E the tower, Tony, while the tower is attacking something else? E the tower.
Your bottom
Alright.
tower is under attack.
Somebody body block for the catapult for the next wave. Yeah. No, your catapult!
Oh my god!
That was so much damage. You just because catapults do bonus damage to buildings. If you're gonna hit the tower, walk all the way up to the high ground so you don't have low ground mischance. Cool. Can E the tower on Tony.
Tower's gone.
Cool.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Dude, this axe is almost full build. That's crazy. Wow. They're so... Wow.
Skills.
Wow, huge. I don't know why they're not just helping you hit buildings, man. Come on, like... Is this fun?
Funny thing is, even without them doing this, like helping us, we're coming close to keeping our time. from
Yeah,
the
your
last one.
PV was like 9 minutes, 11 seconds or something, so...
Yeah. Keep trying to queue the towers, but we're not thing yet.
Got another golem in a minute and a half. No one's got a blight orb. No, they don't know about that. We did mention it last
I kinda
time,
forgot.
but yeah, we did not get
I did
the
forget about it.
armor reduction.
I have
button.
enough money. Fuck.
We didn't listen. We yesterday we were laughing out the optimal beat the fucking steam bot strat. But we did not do that today because we had not run into it yet. Wow, the double rampage, the triple rampage, maybe. No, he ran out of mana. Oh, the triple rampage. Oh my god, he's huge. He's going for CS over hitting the guy. Wow.
Right, he knows the tech. He knows that this will stop our catapult.
I mean, that was his
That was
a moved illusion. He did not micro that there. All right, let's
oh my god! Wait,
E one of
Warlock
the towers
is the
and
answer.
then Drum of Endurance. Nice.
I can't believe that. Warlock's the answer
Alright, you
because
guys
if
are
you
gonna
link
get hit.
together the minions of the enemy team, they die fast.
I mean, it's not about the minions
go.
dying fast. It's you need stuff to tank tower basically.
Well, I know we need hours to live,
Yeah.
but also like the amount of time it takes for us to push does also impede our minions from getting them there. Like, they
Yeah,
can
but
take
it's
some
most
damage
it
fighting the
is
enemy, not a lot.
90% your wave dying. There's nothing because you guys do not lack damage to kill creeps. Oh god. Good luck, DK.
We got a catapult coming up, and I'll drop another rock.
Yeah, catapult on the 10-minute wave. Soon TM.
Oh, thank you very much. I hurt.
Alright, we E the tower when we get in there next, and then this catapult should be enough to finish when we have rock. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Yeah, the Packer Fire. Alright, not quite PV, but we're down 2 people and we didn't even go the draft, so
The enemy's middle
fine.
tower has fallen.
Airblade's gonna die to this tower.
Way to go, Axe. You did so good.
yeah, Axe with their heart and Crimson Guard. Wow,
Hey, he's got an 11-minute
Enemy's
heart.
middle tower
Wow.
has fallen.
it's crazy. It's almost like he has 40 kills and 15 assists.
Kill the Monkey King. My first kill, yippee!
Wow.
Honestly,
Good work.
farming them to get items might be faster if you like use them to get hammer.
Yeah, it might be send
Like,
one
5
person
kills is
up
a
there to
pretty
get
hefty
the
amount of
meteor
money.
hammer,
Yeah.
and then everybody else just keeps
Yeah.
staying mid. I still think
Wish there was some way
the
to
Winter
speed up
Wyvern
Aghanim
healing a
Yard.
creep is gonna be like huge.
Dire victory.
And then Arc Ward and Bubble making creeps unable to be hit. Maybe, I don't know if that's
Hey, did
huge,
you know that
but that's
no
like
stats will be
a thing to
recorded for this
test.
match, and it's now safe to leave?
Yeah, it's now safe to leave. Wow, thanks.
Now it's safe to leave.
Wow.
All right, report. them
59 to
all.
0.
Wow, you guys didn't die. Good job. Good work. Alright, so I just
They
want all
almost
of you to
did
get the
several times.
KDA that Axe got this game in the next game.
Understood, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to see everybody 40-0-16 in the next game.
How long would the game have to run for us to pull that off? 3 people at 40 kills is 120 deaths.
It's
There's
a lot.
death timer alone would
It's
make
a
this like
lot.
an 80-minute game.
The most kills I have ever gotten in a real game is 71. Which was briefly a world record longest game because we were against the scripting techies. But I do have a record of 71 kills as my most amount of kills. And 45 assists. What the fuck happened there? I'm like looking through all my records, and my highest GPM record is 2,245 on Dazzle.
Dazzle? The hell?
I'm like, what? Like, I'm
It's
like,
gotta
that
be a
had to
custom
be like a
game.
glitch or something. Like, what? I'm trying to think, cause like,
Yeah, 'cause-
unfortunately, you can't click on it and find the match. I'm like, what? What happened in a game of Dazzle where I got 2,245 GPM? You did good. Yeah.
Like, I've seen a video about getting 1,000, and it required you to play Tree, I think,
Alchemist.
Tree Ant Protector? No, it was like Tree Ant Protector, and you place these wards in specific positions so that when you ult, it does enough damage to kill minions and then bounces on all 3 waves and 2 camps. And then you just repeat that every time your ult is back off. And that's like 1,000 gold every time it does it. They're getting like 1,000 GPM in a 22-minute game or some shit like that.
There's still so many characters
There's
I've
a
never
Necrophos
played
strat where
even
you
once.
could just
You have heroes you haven't played?
A lot of heroes I've never played.
That's
If
shocking.
you've played them, you have to play them in like a real match-made game. So there are some of them that I've played in like a private lobby or whatever. But
That doesn't bode well.
all right, if it's make sure we check and see if it's real people before we lock anybody. Otherwise, we build for the strat.
Build for the strat.
oh eat my asshole.
It's not the same people. It's different people. All right, Break Less was in the last game though.
Yeah,
Beg
that
him
was
to
Axe.
abandon. All right, somebody. Oh, they picked Jakiro. They random Jakiro. No. All right, well
Batrider.
somebody's doing Winter Wyvern.
10
I still feel like
Yeah, I'll
Troll
do
was really good because you just get the passive attack
Your
speed.
turn to pick.
Huskar
gonna
is
try
not
Huskar.
gonna be it. Okay, I can
will-
tell you straight
I'll
up,
do it.
it's not Huskar. We already got the Wyvern. Do you want to?
Your turn to pick.
I don't want to force you to try Arc Warden, even though it's not going to be against anybody. Actually, yeah, just fucking pick Arc Warden. You don't need to do anything other than press an ability on the ground. I was like, there is no risk here. There's no fucking people.
You're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what I'm supposed to do.
You have an ability called Magnetic Field. You put it down on the ground. Anything that's inside it has 100% evasion from anything that's outside of it. So you just put it down on the creep wave, make sure you don't clip the enemy's tower, and then the creep wave will have 100% evasion from the enemy's tower shots. So we're basically just using that to help keep the creep wave alive. But we are now down the Jakiro E, which is like very rough. Slowing the tower's shots is very helpful.
Oh, magnetic field.
Prepare for battle.
Do I just go for drums too?
Yeah, I still feel like it is worth sending somebody to go kill the bot. It's probably worth sending DK. Why do you have Berserker's Blood first? Explain. DK? Mic muted, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like it's probably at least worth sending DK to go get money,
30
and then
seconds to
DK can get like a meteor hammer or something. Galaxy, you do not need null tallies. I would just get a Blightstone, like, cause neither you and Tony, neither of you have a Blightstone, so just get a Blightstone. And then I would just be getting yourself like mana boots because you're gonna be pressing your spell off cooldown.
The battle begins.
Somebody needs a Blightstone though, for sure, yeah.
I'll grab one.
Does DK's little fella now say I threw up? I think it's always said that when they're muted. Alright, well unfortunately you leveled Berserker's Blood first instead of Burning Spears, but they are still just gonna stand there and do nothing, so you can probably still just right click them down. But, yeah. Sniper is probably gonna contest you for CS, or for last hits on enemies. Since you're gonna be getting the dollars, DK, I would just be focusing on Meteor Hammer is the only item you really need. Yeah, exactly like that, Tony. Perfect. I mean, Galaxy, you have your E up. You can just use your E on a creep to keep it alive. Please. We got Bubble. Alright.
Oh, Body, you have such a magnetic personality.
I welcome the abyss.
Alright. Cool. You can start buying the parts of your Meteor Hammer. It will help you kill dudes faster. Man, this sucks.
There we go. Okay.
Welcome back.
Anyways, originally thought process was that having less health makes me attack faster, thereby doing Burning Blood makes sense. If Sniper would quit stealing the last hit on these fucking kills that I'm genuinely not even entirely certain how he was managing to do.
He just has a better attack animation than you, but you can get the kills with just Burning Spear stacks.
No, that doesn't work. Okay.
Damn it.
Good work, mid.
I was a bit off on that.
Yeah, the second you finish the Meteor Hammer, just go back and join everybody else.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Again, I kind of wish I could kill him, because then I wouldn't have to fight him over this shit. I could just get it.
He's just gonna go actual real build items as well.
Bloody hell.
He's not like timing his attacks or anything, so yeah, you can just let him auto attack and then you could be the one that stop cancels because he's not stop canceling. Why are we getting denies, Galaxy? try and use your heal, please.
Burning Spear effect tower? I assume not.
No.
It kind of not. As hell.
You got Meteor Hammer on the way? Cool.
Yep.
Sweet. Alright, just don't die to tower. That will delay you guys a lot. Alright, we got Bubble. Cool. Get ready to heal that creep next, because you want to keep all the creeps alive.
Activate Meteor Hammer?
Yeah, you use it on the AoE on the creeps in the tower. Use it. You have, it's an active item.
I didn't realize it. I was like, I've never used it.
Yeah, it's a channel. Alright, cool. Very good.
Oh, I see. It literally some.
Yeah, it just drops a bunch of rocks. Yeah, everything costs health for Huskar.
Everything is
Right.
up far.
We got the bubble.
Everything is up far.
Yep, and then we got heal when bubble is down. Nice.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, at 5 minutes, your catapult is going to spawn. That has to stay alive. That is like what we are saving Fortify for, is we're saving Fortify to save the catapult. Alright, we got the E. E! Alright, wrong creep, but that's okay. Careful to get.
Why is it me?
Because you were
I'm dead.
attacking it before the creep. Yeah, there is no use for your money, so that is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, there's no reason
Yep.
not to. I was gonna
Alright,
get armlet.
this is the
I
wave that has the
recognize,
catapult
like-
in it, so we need to make sure catapult stays alive. Wow, this sniper's getting so many kills, crazy. Alright, we can meteor hammer once the creeps are in range. Cool, heal the creep. Nice, meteor hammer, DK meteor hammer, because that has a cooldown, yeah.
I was trying to
Cool.
figure out where to
Good
meteor
work.
hammer to get both things.
Good work. Alright, we don't have bubble
Again,
for 11, we have heal in
Minions,
10.
I'm gonna need them. Minions could attack a bit faster. That'd be kind of chill.
Alright. We have heal in 2 seconds. We're gonna back up, otherwise we're gonna die. You're gonna heal yourself. Okay, we got bubble to save you in a second. Bubble.
Bubble?
Alright, great. Good work. Got meteor hammer, DK. Meteor hammering. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Tower should be dead here really soon, and we got the catapult still alive, which is amazing.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Alright. Cool. Want to make sure, yeah, there you go, cool. Got another meteor hammer, good work.
The enemy's
Alright, we're gonna get ready with the E, and then we'll do bubble after. Just wait and see what the tower attacks. Alright, cool, we E that guy. Alright, when that E is over, we bubble. Cool. Alright, meteor hammer. You can hit both towers at once. Cool.
Make sure I do not get got.
Fortify! Fortify! Your catapult! Okay, whew. I was like, you want to make sure your catapult lives no matter what.
Not taking
We got
aggro.
bubble. We got bubble. Yeah. Cool.
All right, you ready to heal? You got it.
We don't have heal for 6 more seconds. Fortify. Do we have fortify? Oh god, you're dead.
No, we already
Okay,
used it.
yeah, catapult dead.
My
Unfortunate.
catapult.
We can double meteor hammer the buildings. We can bubble the wave. Nice. Alright, you're gonna take tower aggro, careful.
The enemy's bottom tower has
Look.
fallen.
Two, but I should be
Woo! Nice.
not even close.
Alright, when our creep wave goes up, we've got meteor hammer again. I was gonna say, careful that you don't die to creep damage.
Yeah,
Alright, we got bubble, we
that
got
was a
meteor
bit close. I
hammer.
won't lie.
Alright. Meteor hammer is definitely gonna give us the PV here for sure.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Careful we don't die to tower.
That might be dead.
Yeah. Alright.
Damn it.
Well,
Okay, gives me a chance
we're
to
almost
purchase
back
more attacks.
on Wyvern.
Where's
This is definitely the PV though. The bubble and the heal make a huge fucking difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
PV, I think, I don't know. Yeah, you might have died too many times. I don't think we
I
kill
think if I
Ancient in
didn't
12
die,
seconds.
easy PB though.
Yeah, if both of you guys hadn't died, I think you PV even with only 3 heroes.
I do think though that like Huskar low health.
Yeah, I mean Huskar was not bad.
Such an attack speed.
Huskar definitely not bad.
Wait, I'm on the way. I don't know if I'll make it there in time. Actually, wait, can I hold our own creeps? Is there anything with heroes? This heroes, yeah. Come on, hold. They're faster, damn it. I'm coming, I'm just not very quick.
Arc Ward and WS gives attack speed if you want. Yep, this is true. You can put the bubble down on everybody and it makes them attack faster.
Oh, look at that attack speed.
Yeah. Bubble, very good. Arc Warden is definitely part of the PB run.
We need more meteor hammers. That's the
Enemy's
answer.
top tower has fallen.
Like every time someone gets a meteor hammer, they swap with someone else. There we go. Wasn't too bad. 10 minutes.
Yeah. Was I think that was slightly faster than last one. Last one was 10:27. Oh, we're a second slower.
Second slower.
Oh
But
wait,
I did
no,
die
that was
twice.
this one. No, okay, wait. So what was the last one? Last
You
one
had
was
to go back in your
11:56.
thing
Yeah,
because
that
it
was
doesn't
faster.
record any of it.
That was faster. That was faster. All right. We try one more time. If we end up against the bots, I guess we just run our fucking PV strat. And then I don't know, give up. The PV stands at
Real
9/12,
learning
but that was a
experience.
5 stack, yeah. Hey, you know what? We got exposure
That's the
to a
thing.
new character and a new item. You've never built Meteor Hammer before. Tony's never played Arc Warden. We now know what Arc
Nobody's
Warden,
ever
Q,
played
and
Meteor Hammer
W do.
before.
Can I report Breakless for not helping us? What a dislike Breakless.
I don't think
Stealing
that's
my
really.
kills.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really a reportable offense.
It's
Yeah.
not reportable, but
Listen,
I'm
they
gonna
got
dislike
40
them.
kills again, so they're. I don't like why.
I'm
I
beginning
don't-
to
I don't
wonder
know.
if they're not queuing into bots.
I don't know, man. Again, like, I didn't even know this existed until I started doing this with you guys, because, like, you have to be very, very low match count to even have the possibility of running into this. And these did not exist when I was very low match count, so... It's tough.
I've seen it happen before. I've definitely not had it happen 5 times in 2 days.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, I don't, like, it cannot be that, I think Valve just isn't doing anything about it. It cannot
Yeah,
be
they-
that hard to find these bots. Like, it is very obvious what they're doing. Any amount of, like, coding can get you to find these bots. Like, holy shit. Yeah, 5 fucking games in 2 days. You never seen above a 5. Yeah, the scoring thing here, I don't know what the fuck it like is measuring at. I have no idea what it ever measures. Does not make sense. We return to last hit training.
Choose your hero. 30 seconds to battle.
Rewatched Wicked not that long ago. I watched Nope today.
I like that movie. That was a cool movie.
It was so good. I was not prepared for the reveal that was revealed. I thought it was going to be like a very Cloverfield type experience. But yeah, very good movie. I still need to watch, I think it's called Us, Get Out, and then another one that I can't
Get Out
remember
is
the name of.
really good. And I liked Us. Oh man.
Yeah. Same director.
My perfect last hit.
Oh man, my lane hitting is...
My perfect last hit. Fucked up. Please.
On both ally and enemy?
Please be real, people. Please, for the love of God.
No!
Alright. Well, we know
Breakless is here again too!
Dude!
This is
And it's
those
the
fucking
same
CMs
people,
from
it's the
last game,
same
too.
5 stack. Alright, we know we need...
Dude, what is
Like, Huskar was fine. We know we need Wyvern and Arc Warden. God damn it.
Who has
Just
the
make sure you
highest
start building
in the game?
Meteor Hammer and then get a Blightstone. Honestly, I think you guys just like God, oh god.
They just
Jakiro actually, yeah,
Why can't
Jakiro
they
more
lock
important than
your
Huskar, you're
turn
right,
to pick?
Jakiro. Jakiro important.
Oh, okay.
Is he banned? He's not banned.
Oh,
Pick Jakiro.
I have to. No, I don't have. There we go. I don't have him in my
Okay.
pre-made bullshit. Okay. What the hell do I build on Jakiro?
We're just getting a Blightstone
I know it
and
doesn't
then
matter,
Meteor
but-
Hammer. I feel like the person
got
with
a
the...
bleed.
I don't know if any of you are good at contesting fucking John Sniper for killing people top. He's just gonna walk top and kill people again unless you can convince him otherwise. Roll diplomacy. Can you convince your
Hey.
2 other people to stop fucking fighting the bots?
Neither of them responded to messages last time.
Yeah,
though.
no,
Like,
I
didn't
think
say
they,
anything,
I think they
didn't
might have that turned off. So, I don't know. Ping, draw on the map. This shit sucks, man. The fact that you get penalized for leaving is so bullshit. Make sure you're reporting them every time.
Prepare for battle.
Oh my god.
Help us.
Was that enough, or does he just want to go get the bounty rune?
I don't fucking know. Okay, I have a Blightstone, or does someone else have a Blightstone?
I have a Blightstone.
There we go.
Okay, what the
That's
hell should I
enough.
be getting as Jakiro? Just mana? I'm assuming mana is what I
Mana
need.
boots is useful. Getting somebody to have drums
I am-
is useful.
I am
I'll take the ring
already
of
have
Basilius.
those.
All right, Tony's building
I
mana
already
boots.
have a ring of Basilius.
Yeah, Tony's
Oh my
building mana
god!
boots.
Someone tell me what the
You
fuck?
build drums of endurance.
Okay. Like, fucking, I don't need to
Drums of endurance.
know what we have. I need to
and
know what we
then
have.
30 seconds to battle.
somebody goes. I don't know if we've ever been on the Radiant against the bots. Do they still run top or do they run bottom now?
Mhm.
Well, wherever they go, somebody
World's
should go
great
there and
mysteries.
farm them to get a Meteor Hammer.
I'm assuming that would not be me.
Actually, yeah, you
Technically
getting a bunch of
sniper.
levels in
Okay, I'm gonna
your
spend-
E is pretty good, but getting a bunch of levels in Cold Embrace doesn't make it last any longer. So, probably Jakiro goes and gets the kills because you leveling up your E actually makes it do more attack slow, versus everybody else's doesn't really change anything. It does change the duration for bubble.
I got sniper not to go top.
Cool. Well, somebody should go try and farm kills there still, but unfortunately, until you get like something.
If one
I
of
don't-
us leaves, these people leave.
That is true, yeah. So I guess just stick with your randoms is probably better.
For diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh, the bubble.
Yeah,
bot.
you included the tower in it, Tony, so the tower didn't... Yeah, you gotta make sure the tower is not inside the bubble. Otherwise, the tower is included inside and gets bonus attack speed. And invasion does not work. There you go.
There we go.
Ideally, you
2
guys stand
minutes
in
per
the
tower.
bubble
Enemy's
with the
middle
creeps
tower
because
has
it gives you
fallen.
bonus attack speed on hitting the tower. Alright, we got E for the creep. No, Galaxy! E for the creep! Galaxy!
I'm waiting for the next wave.
Yeah, but we could have been attacking. DK has the E. Alright, we bubble all of our heroes. Alright, yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows to stand in the bubble. We're not gonna have another E for this wave, so we just gotta chill. Careful. You're dead.
Big man dead.
Nope.
Big dead man.
We gotta resolve the deaths. I give Tony and DK and Della a pass. You have more games than I do. You know how tower aggro works. You have no right to die to tower.
Statement.
I'm also not paying attention.
Yeah, well,
Brother!
the PV, it's gone.
Dude, how does it attack so fast?
PV is over, dude.
Not necessarily. So easy to just stand inside their range for a second too long.
Alright, stand in the bubble.
Sniper does not, in fact,
Sniper
know.
does
I think
not
it was
know
a
how that
coincidence
works,
the
so
first
that's
time.
okay.
Hey.
Galaxy!
Oh, I'm dead.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
I was just going to get my boots.
Galaxy! The PV
Oh,
Galaxy!
I got 30 seconds till my TP
Oh
is up again.
no! He died from having
Our
too much
fucking
IQ.
gold split is over.
Dude, that thing locks the fuck on so quickly. Okay,
We bubble.
to read my shit to figure
Yeah,
out
as you
how-
can see, even if the creeps are just barely touching the lip of it, it counts. We hold fortify for when we get a catapult. And then also hold, we can just throw E on Delo the second we can, and then, yeah. Cool. Try and stand high ground so you don't have uphill mischance while the creeps are alive.
When do creeps spawn?
30 seconds, every 30
Every
seconds.
30 seconds.
So at a minute and at 30. That CM is gonna lose half their HP. Yup.
Nailed it.
Alright. We eat a creep. Nice. Cool. Alright. Huge.
Enemy's middle tower.
Big
has
attack
fallen.
speed buff. Catapults in 20 seconds. Your E does do extra building damage DK, so you can use it on stuff.
Oh yeah, I have been. I was actually thinking if it makes more sense for us to not kill these faster, because it might be
The
better to have a
enemy's
larger
middle
minion
tower
wave
has fallen.
before we
We
hit
eat.
the final bits, rather than
Nice.
sort of trickling in. Oops.
Yeah, we want to try not to stack those. That's okay. You got to E the tower, DK. Well, the tower's the thing killing your creeps, not the little things. You want to E the tower because you have
Well,
blind
yeah, but
attack
the
speed slow.
little thing's gonna body block the next one, isn't it?
Yes, but the thing that's killing your creeps are the towers, and you use your attack speed slow on a stationary statue.
Ow, my health bar.
Alright, your
my-
catapult wave
I
is
thought I used
coming. We must keep the catapult alive. You are dying to creeps, DK.
Oh, whoops, I was reading. Didn't realize I was using my E because of the slow. I thought I was using my E
Alright.
because of the damage.
We have bubble up. We don't have heal up, so we bubble. We have
Oh,
included the
goddammit.
tower in it, unfortunately. We have heal up next. Cool. After heal is over, we fortify. Cool. We keep hitting the links. Yeah. Alright, you're gonna die now, DK.
Bye.
Yeah, if you see that the creeps are about to die, you gotta back up out of tower range.
I didn't because I didn't know when Fortify is ending. I haven't had audio for the last 2 games, but it didn't really matter.
I see. Good bubble. Got heal in a second. Cool.
Does Ghost Scepter work against towers?
Yep. Box EP. Yeah. Have a good eat box or emoji.
It might be worth having whatchamacallit.
Try and stand in the bubble while you're
neutral
attacking
camps.
stuff, Tony. It attacks faster.
If I get 5 neutral camps, does that give everybody the neutral item?
No. Sniper has enough range to just clip the building.
That is huge.
He does
He's doing
do
fuck all 'cause
10
there's no
damage
minions,
though.
but-
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Alright, we got a bubble. We stand in the bubble.
Your top tower.
Alright, this is gonna be PB, boys.
This might be our PB actually.
Yeah, this is gonna be PB.
It's with me dying.
Huge.
Your top tower is under
Huge.
attack.
New PB, everybody.
Oh shit! I finally got my second level in my E.
Well, we did a lot of talking tonight, and then we did an hour of fucking doing this shit. We only played one game, right? Am I insane?
No,
No.
you're correct.
What?
We played one game of Dota.
One whole game of Dota, 3
Radiant victory.
hours. This is why everyone's like, I don't want to play. It's so much harder. The games are longer. No, they're not.
Average game of Dota is 8 minutes and 35 seconds long. Yeah, 8:35, new PB.
Like, how many times?
Thanks,
did you
Valve.
report them?
This makes me want to come back to your game.
One would think that 2 games in a row they get reported, all 5 of them get reported for the same thing by 5 fucking people.
I feel like new rule, and I guess I can run this by you guys. Cause wait, did it? It's never happened with me as a
Crazy.
player. So new rule: if we run
I was
into the
about to
bots,
say.
I just fucking join the stack.
Yeah,
Because
I was about
that
to say, I was
will
like,
that will
actually, yeah,
prevent
you
it from
never-
queuing into the bots because I have like too many games and Galaxy has too many games. I think
Oh,
that's just the
man.
rule going
I-
forward because the fact that we spent a fucking hour playing.
Something else?
These-
Isn't it time as well? Did we run into them in the first game? Because I think it was only after like 8 p.m. EST that we ever ran into them.
No, yesterday it was 7:30, 7:49, 8:03. Today it was 9:12, 9:31.
Okay. Okay.
Man,
Well,
8:35
that
though.
sometimes.
Huge PB.
We did it.
Gold split. Huge
Yeah.
gains.
That was randoms.
What a fucking stupid, video
stupid.
game, man. Valve needs to fix
really
their
sad.
shit. Like, this is genuinely, like, baby programming
Unplayable.
could catch these bots. This is, like, no effort required to find and ban these accounts. Holy fuck.
What gets me is not this. It is that if I play on my own, it's hard to do proper practice because I keep fighting these like random. It's usually a sniper. Weirdly enough, I keep fighting a sniper who either has no games or has no awareness, and so I can't actually practice like what happens when I'm against someone that knows how to fight me.
How,
it
what
just
does the,
doesn't-
okay,
The
we
things
can,
I'm bad at.
we can solve this really fast. I kick you from the party. Go into the play Dota button. Go to the ranked tab. What does it say for you? Does it? I imagine it's gonna say you need more matches or something. If it doesn't, then you just start playing ranked.
Oh, I have to skip processing Vulkan shaders. Boop.
What happens when you click on
The last
ranked?
time I checked, though, it said I needed 100 hours. After 100 hours of unranked games, I am at hours 44.3, apparently.
Okay. Damn.
I don't know how that's possible, but
Well,
63
you need to play a bunch more
matches.
Dota, I guess, still.
I play so much Dota. I play Dota when we're not playing Dota. I play so much Dota.
Well, you need to play however many hours it says there, more Dota. More.
Either way, but yeah, like that's a thing where it's just like the moment they position such a way, I'm like, you don't know what you're doing, and at that point I'm just like, I don't know what to do here, because it's either I roll the shit out of them and I learn nothing, or I try to find something else to practice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Well, either way, I'm gonna go raid out.
Yeah.
I will be back in a second. Be right back. Alright, Stream. That's gonna be it for today. Very unfortunate that they had fucking an hour of running into fucking bots, but at least we got some good talking in. We got some good plans for how we're gonna approach future games. And I guess plans for how we're gonna fucking dodge running into bots, dude. Holy shit. What an absolute shit show. Insane stuff. Alright. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Get some good snacks in, some good naps in, and I'll see you later.
Sometimes I just want to forget.